big on cognac.
Yeah, me neither.
But it's an acquired taste.
Well, it's not even that it tastes bad, bro. You know what it is? I just get annoyed with like the shit that's hyped up and then overpriced because of the hype. You know, like that fucking bottle that you brought.
Tequila on it, the Casa Azul.
Yeah, that right there, bro. He brought that a couple weeks ago. I'm like, get us a good tequila. And he gets like the most overhyped, overpriced tequila. It's still a solid
they have another
tequila.
one. I don't even know if there's a taste difference because I barely drink, but they have like a black one and it's like $800 or some bullshit.
Well, I didn't know I went into the store. I asked the chick. I was like, "Hey, show me a nice tequila." Just so happened that chick was like 20 years old. Yeah, so of course she's gonna pick that.
So the guys got during the pandemic.
Yeah.
This is what we drank at my graduation.
Everybody thinks it's like a big deal, but it's not really.
I call it the unemployment boost tequila because when that shit was going on during the pandemic, everyone was popping those bottles.
It's like the kind of bottle that people that just, you know, like barely have a little bit of money will spend on that bottle to show off the bottle and not even really want to drink it. You know what I mean?
It tastes good like with orange or whatever. People put like oranges in there.
Listen, if you drink your tequila with oranges instead of lemons, you can get the fuck out.
I had so many shots last night.
Look at the two that we just half-assed, bro, and didn't get thumbnails.
That's all right.
We just fucking.
But were you yelling at Cherry?
Nico's still.
Did you watch that? Did you watch
I heard
that?
you talking about it. I watched clips of it, but I watched like a little bit of the beginning and the end. Like
Nico's
when you guys
still did great, bro, with no advertising.
Well, you know what it was with Sherry? She was she was so politically correct that
well, she was trying to toe the line, and she's like
never like that too. If you know her like if you know her outside, or she's not like that at all.
She's very straightforward and blunt.
Yeah. She's a boss, though.
Yeah.
She's
you know the correct word for her wouldn't be politically correct, but she's very diplomatic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. She's good at like
it's her position.
Getting sides
her position
together
now
and
at
talking.
work. She probably didn't want to go too crazy on the podcast too. Then,
no, I don't think she had any care about that, bro.
No.
Hey, listen, our CEO's been on this podcast twice.
Jay.
Everybody, I feel like, dude, like, if anybody that asks to come on, I assume that you know what you're getting into.
Right, of course.
You know, like, you shouldn't come on without watching because it's going to be very different.
That's why when I heard you guys having Bella on there, I was like, "You're going on the podcast?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay."
You know what?
Why that face though? What like
in her defense,
she seems like
too,
too like innocent for like a drinking podcast.
Well, I mean, she's innocent. I mean, it's not like she didn't commit any crimes on here.
Yeah.
But she definitely broke out of her shell.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She did. So that was
which I think is cool, and you'd be surprised, bro. I don't know what it is, right? Like especially with shy people. Yeah. For some reason, I'm sure the alcohol has a bit of an effect.
They're like the biggest sickos too.
Is that what you're saying? No, but when you put a microphone in somebody in front of somebody's face, they're just like about spilling the beans. Even myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I share more probably on the podcast than I do with a lot of fucking just personal friends.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the alcohol.
No.
Well, you're kind of giving people your undivided attention too, right? So in any other setting where you're talking to people, it's kind of like other things. You could be on your phone,
Yeah, I always say to our guests, like, look, hey man, just be yourself, talk whatever.
Yeah,
whoever's you, talk
that shit.
That's what we want. We don't want somebody to come on here and be like fake about it. You know what I'm saying? Or like try to represent something that they're not really. Or
who have we had? Has anybody ever done that? I don't think so.
Not really.
We don't really allow it. Like that's when you hit them with the shut the fuck.
You gotta do the little soundboard thing with the fucking ding ding.
We have that, bro. Look at that thing. That fucking gadget does everything.
Oh yeah.
Every time you tell a joke today, you're gonna hear crickets after it.
Yeah.
So do you watch every episode? I know you've been a follower of the podcast for.
I've watched a few episodes, and then I was back when he was streaming too.
Were you on it? That's right. I think
Rhami's just a supporter, bro. You know what I mean? He's down to support the
absolutely.
Peeps.
Yep, back with Skinny Donuts, dude. Fucking just spamming all my friends to go follow this page. They're like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Just follow it and ask questions."
I'll tell you what, man. Listen, obviously, I didn't make a career out of it, but I was really into it. And there was 1 month, man, where like fucking I made like $400 from playing video games.
Yep.
Oh, which was kind of it was kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like it was cool to think like.
Let me ask you, how easy is it, or how hard is it? Is it literally just streaming what you're doing and that's it?
Yeah, it's streaming what you're doing. Like first of all, streaming is easy. Anybody can stream. You fucking get a camera.
Consistency and the engagement.
It's what your goal is. You know, like is your goal to just stream because you want to? Is it to gain followers and make money off of it? It's
right.
Like anything else, the more you put into it, the more you're gonna get out of it.
Like who are like the top? Is it the people with the most viewers, obviously. That
Well, that's how you make the most money.
Yeah,
And then you parlay all of that into other things, like endorsements.
Hopefully they
So
are.
I've seen some guys that have played the football. What's that? Madden? Yeah, and they got like tons. And I'm like,
bro,
holy
it's-
shit.
I was seeing someone streaming Fortnite with Drake in the stream playing the game with him, and he had like 120,000. I think it's going to get to the point where
was
TV's not
Ninja,
even a
right?
thing anymore.
That
You're
was
going to be
Ninja.
watching people live their lives. I think is the new thing.
I heard about
like
that,
vlogging,
actually.
where everything's TV shows are like extinct. Basically, the ratings are so low.
Right,
on
you're
those
just
shows.
documenting your whole life.
I don't
No,
know.
I mean
man.
like,
feel like
like
Netflix
this is
still
going to be
kinda
like the new
thriving.
thing. Like Joe
I
Rogan
think
kinda
it's an
started that.
addition to it. I don't think we'll ever lose conventional like movies and TV shows.
No, you'll
'cause-
still have it, but the standard I think will be people monetizing what they do. Like, so if you're playing video games and you stream it, it's like you're getting the most out of it. So even if you don't have intentions of being super big, if you are streaming, you're not wasting your time just playing the game. You are looking to try to get money out of it or some kind of engagement with other people.
Right.
Yeah.
So it'd be the smartest move to do if you do play games, like just stream.
That's probably the biggest change I think we've seen in the fucking like entertainment industry is like content creators, the ability to create your own content.
Well, how many comedians have a podcast now?
Oh, of course, bro. It's everything, man. And
then you can-
or music. Think of like music. Justin Bieber was kind of like the first one.
That's right.
If you want to go really technical, it was kind of Soulja Boy, but Justin Bieber is like one of the
Pioneers.
first pioneers where YouTube got him to where he's at. Prior to that, man, that's why I say it all the time. I argue with people sometimes about Bruno Mars, and I think that he's more talented than Michael Jackson. Right? When you hear the
Whoa,
guy
that's a
sing,
bold
you see
claim.
him dance. It is, but he's fucking giant, and he's so talented in a world where it's way more difficult because the competition is just way more stiff than it was when MJ was coming up. Back in the day, you had to know somebody, and if you knew somebody, you're gonna get on the radio, you're gonna get on TV, and it's like there's not as much out there.
Right.
Now, bro, you can be the most talented fuck in the world, but there's 200 more people with YouTube channels that can do what you do.
And he's
Let me ask you
adjusting
this.
to the culture, so he's staying around. Obviously,
Well,
MJ
MJ's
was
dead.
like that. Well, he was like that was like one phase of
You're like,
music.
MJ
though.
hasn't had a new hit in 5 fucking years,
No, it's
bro.
true, but he was in that one phase where all the music was kind of that same genre, right? So Bruno Mars, he's going into different ones, different people
I
doing
don't
collabs
know,
with him and all
bro.
that stuff.
Would you say fucking like?
MJ's still relevant to
Wait,
this
would
day.
you
It's
say,
timeless.
Well, he's an icon. That's what he's
'Cause he's
striving to
dead.
be. He'll be, yeah.
All right, let me ask you this: Justin Timberlake or Bruno Mars? Because they're both.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
It's not to me. It's
'Cause they
not
both can act,
and
they
it's,
both can
and it's
sing,
kind
they
of a
both can
different
dance.
different style of music.
Yeah. They're both
You think
kinda
so?
different.
I
Well,
think they're
Bruno
both
Mars is a
pop,
bit more
right?
like urban kind of pop. Justin Timberlake is like more poppy pop R&B style.
Yeah.
You know?
And Bruno Mars did it all on his own, right? So he came from the NSYNC group.
We don't.
over
We
there.
fucking hate Justin Timberlake here.
Yeah,
because
he broke up the band.
He broke up the
the
best
band.
group to ever grace the face of this shit planet.
Yeah.
So he can go fuck himself.
Right.
And I know you're
There was
listening,
no
Justin.
competition back then either. I mean, what they had 98 degrees or something.
Backstreet
like that.
Boys. Well, here's the problem with that pop kind of music is Eminem kind of came and
Destroyed everybody.
killed an entire genre of music, bro. Like he made fun of all the pop stars, and they was just like done after that.
You got me thinking about that Bruno Mars versus Michael Jackson thing. Like, damn, Michael Jackson was pretty.
He is
big,
and I'm listen. I'm not
that's
taking
big
anything away
shoes.
from him. He's a fucking man, you know.
Yeah.
I think that the dude from The Weeknd's the best right now. The Abel. Is that his name? The guy from The Weeknd?
Yeah, he's up there too,
But from
man.
the weekend,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the weekend.
the weekend is one person, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you had me all fucked up.
Yeah,
for a minute,
Abel or
bro.
whatever. Well, his real name, and then he's The Weeknd or whatever.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So from the band, The Weeknd.
It's like he's like, yeah.
He's
I know
also
that dude.
talented, but you know what?
that dude
I
Josh
wouldn't
from
put him
Josh.
in the Bruno Mars like category because The Weeknd, although he's crazy talented, I love his music. He doesn't act like Bruno Mars can fucking act too, and he's funny as shit. And Justin Timberlake.
Yo,
can,
do
too.
you know Bruno Mars' history? Like, isn't he a recovering heroin addict?
I don't know, but
Like
he's
most
Filipino.
artists are like. have
Yeah,
something
that's
to do
wild.
with it.
I remember watching a YouTube video from like maybe 14 years old where he was just in a bar, bro, doing cover songs, and he was so good.
Yeah.
And he did some Michael Jackson cover, bro. And it was
So
crazy.
weird, man. I feel like Filipinos, because Bruno Mars is half Filipino, I think half black. I feel
that
like
sucks.
Filipinos, for whatever reason, they can sing. And like you take the who's that guy that does
Well, let me
Journey
ask you:
now?
Are
He's the lead
Filipinos
singer of
are
Journey.
Filipinos smaller
Okay.
people in general?
Of course.
All right,
Yeah.
so naturally, like their voices are a little higher. They have more range than most like average sized men.
Is that what it is?
Well,
Like,
that's that. Think about it. When you hear a singer, that's kind of like the sexy note, those high notes. When you hear Usher go way up there,
Yeah.
You know, versus somebody like
Or Homeboy.
do you know who Giveon is?
no, I don't.
So
Yeah, he
he's
did
an
the
R&B
Drake.
singer.
He did the Drake intro.
Yeah,
to the song.
he's like low. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his,
What is he? Half black and half Filipino?
Yeah, 5'5". He's pretty short.
5'5", bro. He's just a baby.
What is Bruno?
But the thing I like about The Weeknd, so people also search
Bruno's
for,
that
so I
dude.
guess he's in that hemisphere. But The Weeknd, I like how
Puerto
all his
Rican.
music is all the same, but it's
what?
still not getting played out, right? So he can stay with that same style of all his music, and it's still.
Yeah, he's got like a bit of a unique.
I could have swore that he was
Sound to
Puerto
his
Rican
shit.
or Filipino.
Oh, you just wanted him to be Filipino, bro.
Is that what
there
it
are
is?
no
Like, hold
talented
on.
Filipinos, guy.
Wait, no, hold on. Let's find out what he actually is. Because if he's
Puerto
not
Rican.
Filipino, then
Isn't that Boxers and
something's fucked
Pacquiao
up.
Filipino?
He's of Puerto Rican extraction from Brooklyn. It said.
He's an American singer songwriter. What the fuck?
The Hooligans?
Smeezingtons.
It doesn't say what the fuck he is.
No, because it's not relevant, bro.
Just ask, is he Filipino? Is Bruno Mars Filipino?
Or just put heritage or ethnicity.
race is he?
Oh yeah. So okay, right.
You're right.
So he is Filipino.
I did something right.
But even
It's true.
you guys know the band from the '80s, Journey, right?
Yeah.
The lead singer Steve Perry. I don't know if he died or he left the band, whatever. An amazing singer, amazing vocalist. Well, there was a there was a Filipino kid that took his place that sounds exactly like him.
Bruno Mars.
I'm just like, why do all Filipinos seem like they just
Well,
sing, they
that's
play the
two.
guitar?
Where are the rest, bro? He's like, I don't know if that's all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pacquiao's like Filipino, right?
yeah, he sings too. He was
He's like a mayor too of his town, or
Yeah,
president
yeah.
or some
He's definitely in local politics.
Vanessa Hudgens. I didn't know she was Filipino. I didn't know Nicole Scherzinger. That sounds Jewish, actually.
Who is Nicole Scherzinger?
She's that girl who sings that "I'll give you whatever you like" or whatever. She's
hot as
Enrique
fuck.
Iglesias.
She was with all those girls.
Pussycat Dolls girl, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Pussycat
She's
Dolls,
hot.
yeah.
She's hot. Isn't she also? Is it the same girl from? Or do they just
She's
look
smoking
alike?
hot too. So.
Oh no, she's not the chick from Rush Hour 2.
Hey, hit
Oh,
more.
I know you're thinking
hit more
about
items.
Snoopy. I
Brandon,
love
please.
Snoopy.
It's your boy Enrique too. He's Filipino.
Who the
That's
hell is that?
Enrique in the
Filipino
middle?
Fat Joe? What is that?
He's from Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's that Asian guy from Spider-Man.
That's a fat Spider-Man.
Enrique Iglesias.
Yo, look at that. They got him as
I
a
didn't know
Filipino
Enrique
on
was
this website. He's
Filipino.
Asian.
We're grasping at straws here.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
Very nice. So much.
Scherzinger's nice too, though. She does look like the girl from Rush Hour.
Yeah, I always thought they were the same person. It's Rush Hour 2, though.
What's that movie where she was? The girl from Rush Hour. She was also in that boat movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. where she was like sucking on the banana man. Remember that?
Boat Trip?
That's
She
like
was
that's
sucking
engraved
on
in
the
my
banana.
brain
What
from when
the
I was a
fuck?
kid watching that movie. Boat Trip.
Batista.
hey, is that the dude from Guardians
She
of
looks
the
like
Galaxy?
someone who lived. Yeah, who's this chick? She looks like someone who
Oh,
lived
yeah,
in
that is
Harvey
him, that's
Weinstein's
him.
basement. Who is this
Holy
girl
shit.
right here?
That's a terrible thing to say.
That looks like a Asian fucking blow-up doll.
Yeah, that
Jacob
guy's definitely.
Wilson
He's
like
like,
that.
why am I on this side? I'm not Filipino.
He's definitely Irish.
Or nor am I famous. All right.
No, okay.
Yeah, enough of this.
Enough of that shit. Too much
much
time.
The rabbit hole of
Fucking
Filipino
Philippines.
people.
Would you dance?
I'm the only one in my family that hasn't been to the Philippines. I feel like a shitbag.
That's the only reason why?
Yeah.
Not gonna be passport boys.
There are
That's
other
the-
reasons.
That's the move, right?
Have you guys ever been out of the country?
No, I just got my passport this year, though. Let's go.
I just went to the Bahamas. The Bahamas is technically
Bahamas. It's gonna be a fucking wild.
I've never been to the Bahamas. Is it nice?
Bahamas.
It was all right. I went there a while ago though. I'd like to go out of the country, but I don't know. The world's a little crazy. I don't know if I'd like to.
Yeah, the climate's
like,
definitely different.
It's like I'm afraid to go to Canada.
Yeah. That too. Hey, you never know. Oh, you got the Mounties up there though.
The
I'll
mountains.
tell you what, when you leave the
Look at a
security
mountain.
of America, you really start, you feel the insecurity. You stick out like a sore thumb, especially depending on where you go.
Oh, and they're looking for a reason to arrest you too. I would
Or rob you.
assume they look for a reason.
Like people can point you out
I
a
love
million
that you
miles away.
said you
Like
got a goblet,
that dude's
bro.
fucking American.
You got a goblet, bro. I gotta get custom glasses, man. So we all have uniform glasses. We look like a bunch of fucking
It
clowns.
says Arab writing on it. Where the hell did you get this?
Is that because I'm here?
Saudi Arabia.
Are you Arabic?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, really? What? I mean,
What ancestry are you?
So,
Abdallah. Your last name is what? Abdallah?
Yeah.
Abdullah?
So I'm Italian, Irish, Greek, Armenian, and Kuwaiti.
Alhamdulillah.
Holy fuck! Are you really?
Yeah,
Can you
so I'm
speak
like-
any Arabic?
Zero. I can speak zero language. I can barely speak English. So
Do you feel like a failure?
Yo, that's a
somewhat.
crazy ass.
Well, my
mix.
dad spoke like 8 languages, so
Are you Muslim?
Wow.
I got my mom's more.
What a
DNA, I guess,
disappointment.
with no
I'm
languages.
kidding. Is your dad still
You
alive?
Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Nice.
dad's still alive or no?
No.
Yeah!
Hey, that
Us
dad
too.
club.
Yep.
All of us.
Hey, welcome, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome. So you celebrate what, Ramadan and
Oh no,
The sad part about it is when you
I don't
insert
follow
it in here.
the strict Muslim thing. I guess I'm more modern day. I have a lot of friends and they all live in Dallas who are like they do Ramadan, they do all that.
sure.
But I went and visited them and during Ramadan. They're like, you can't ever come back for Ramadan again because I was taking them out to the club.
He's
drinking
like,
and stuff
yeah,
like
this
that.
sucks.
Yeah,
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so you're not.
Wait, they were doing it though? That's
Yeah,
on
yeah,
them.
yeah.
That's not on you. Fuck.
Well, they were like, you're here, so we have to go. And then I'm like getting shots, and they're like, no, and a little alhamdulillah while we're taking the shots. Like, you can't say that when we drink. I'm like, well, let's do it.
Alhamdulillah.
God
You know
gave
how
us
to
this.
respond to assalamu alaikum?
Walaikum assalam.
Yeah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I always feel so. Obviously, like we work with a lot of the guys in Pakistan, or we used to.
Yeah.
With the call center, and I would always make it a point to like respond to them correctly, and I felt proud for that.
They always thought they had someone in the office that had their side because of my name. And I was just like probably the rudest to them, I think.
They're like, "Where's Mr. Abdallah?"
Yeah. They all add me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm like, who are all these, like, they're all like these weird, they use the old Instagram filters on all their photos, like,
And they're just
hardcore
sitting on
filters.
top of somebody's Ferrari. We're like, that's not yours.
You're definitely on the terrorist watch list.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
My name, I mean, when I
Smash it, boy.
anytime I left the country when I was younger, like right after September 11th, I was like Mr. Random Bag Check guy. Like, they always checked me every time I went.
I'll tell you, man. I was in the
Random.
Middle East in several countries, and I really feel that my experience with the Middle Eastern people, they're very humble.
Yeah.
What's meek? Like just like
Dangerous.
no, like everything opposite of what I guess like. I don't know if it's the media or whatever the stigma is in
No,
America.
it's not.
Well,
Very,
all the parents are like very rude. Like
You mean American or you mean
no, the
whole
Middle
country?
Eastern, like the older parents, like they're still like strict
listen.
back then. They haven't adapted to America at all.
the Muslim
I find it interesting that you say
Muslims
rude.
are such
Yeah.
a like loving and generous group of people.
They're very
really
like
are.
humble.
But I don't
Yeah.
think that's like you were getting like the media or somebody like telling you or
I don't
giving
know
us
who-
the image that they're not like that. I don't feel that way.
What's that? Oh yeah.
That there's I think again, I mean, obviously 9/11 was a big part of why a lot of
that wasn't
Americans are
nice.
a little skeptical.
Yeah, that wasn't nice.
he's like, yeah,
well,
we're sorry about
not
that.
only 9/11, but Al Qaeda, and they're sawing people's heads off on
Oh yeah,
YouTube
what was that group?
videos.
What was that group? ISIS.
ISIS.
Bro, I thought that was going to be such a bigger deal than it was.
Well, you know what I think
like for
they
like
make
2
it-
days, I was like, "Oh my god, ISIS!" And then I forgot. Like, they're just,
Well, I think they
what happened?
base those terrorist groups on the religion instead of the specific people, so then everyone kind of thinks they're all bundled together. Like
Right,
with
but it's the same
terrorists.
way as,
but
like,
they're like
grouping
enslaving
the-
their own people. It's almost like
Well, it'd
what,
be the
North
same
Korea,
way as grouping the
whatever, like-
KKK among
yeah.
all Christians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, listen, these are just extreme fucking idiots. They're not like they
But
don't
they do
represent
have
the
people that
religion.
they go, go
I'll
blow
tell
up
you
this
what.
pizza parlor with bombs, and you go get all the virgins.
But there's a
or
lot of
something.
truth in those stigmas as far as like the Muslims and the Christians have always fought each other throughout history. The Crusades,
Yeah.
right? They're the only. I think they're the only two missionary religions, meaning they actually go out to try to convert
But they
people.
got their homeland taken from them. That's how that all
Missionary.
started, right? They got like one of their homelands taken from them. They do.
Who's that?
We take like a homeland from them and like
What's your favorite sex position to be in?
favorite for me to be in or for me to have someone in.
He's like
He's
the
like doggy
wheelbarrow.
style. I like when he grabs me.
Yes,
The wheelbarrow.
The
holds
wheelbarrow.
me tight.
The
What were
wheelbarrow.
you saying? You were saying they took something.
Yeah, so I
Who
think
took
isn't,
what?
isn't that
What-
how like that whole like little war started, like where everyone's kind of against each other, right?
That little war, like World War II. What are you talking
Well, it's like the
about?
longest one going, right? I don't know. It's
Still going? The
Are you saying that the
war on drugs?
Christians took the Muslim land, or the Muslims took the Christian, or what?
well, isn't the whole fight like Jerusalem versus like
Palestine?
Palestine or whatever, like the longest battle or whatever?
I don't know.
Something like
I
that.
can honestly say that I don't know enough about it to really give my opinion. But if I had to choose a side, pull up the betting odds for me real quick.
Who's the favorite?
Yeah, that's what I want to
Yeah,
know.
we got to know who's
If I got
underdog
I
there.
got Palestine
Well,
minus 240,
definitely
I'm
Israel's
taking
the underdog. 'cause they're
Israel's the
small.
underdog?
Yeah, they're like
it.
feel like
I was kidding.
Israel
You can't really
versus
look up betting odds on a
Palestine or
war, bro.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Palestine versus Israel.
literally Israel's surrounded by all Arabic countries. They're
it's
just like
probably
this
a
little-
parlay because it's been going on for a long time.
The craziest parlay I ever put up was like LeBron James to win MVP, I think, one year, and Hillary winning the presidency. And I lost because obviously Trump won.
You know,
I had like a 3-team.
you lost by one email.
I still think that
you lost
LeBron's
by
a
one
bitch.
email, man. So
It's just crazy to say that, bro. Who's telling you to say that?
I don't know. I just see like so I don't watch basketball regularly, but I do watch highlights, right? So I don't know. I'm just not. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's a great player. Yeah, and I just don't. I can't.
My
even
problem
see,
is with
even
him,
in his
someone
highlights, I
that
can't see
good
it.
with statistics. He's always been the I am the GOAT or whatever, or he's had to always have.
Yo, he's
certain
never
players play
started
with him.
saying that
when
until
they
like the
won with
last 3 years, till it's been definitive.
But here's the thing: he's not. But
Well, it's definitive now.
well, statistically wise, but I mean, you put him against these
Not
guys
even
that were,
statistics.
Hold on.
he wouldn't survive. He would mentally break down. That was always been his problem.
Well, against all these old players,
no, I'm
he
saying,
would fucking
what was he
shit
doing
on
when
all
Kobe
of
was
them.
playing? What was he doing when Kobe was playing?
still owning, bro. Nobody listen.
KG and all
R.I.P.
them, like-
Kobe, I get it, like he's dead. But
Kobe's-
people don't really think that Kobe's in that conversation between LeBron and Jordan. He's not. They're a tier above Kobe.
Kobe was a long time
Yeah,
in
they
that
are.
conversation, though. Kobe was always in that conversation, but they all push LeBron, ESPN. They all push him to be the front runner for everyone
No
to talk
way,
about.
You know what it is? Because
He's
he
still
took a
out there
stance
doing it.
in
You
the
got young
political,
guys, but you
in the
got
political field. That's
yeah,
why.
and he always shows up with a book about politics, and he's on the first page still 6 months later every time he brings it. So, I mean, I don't like that about him. But then they don't talk about the guys who are like currently are the guys right now. Giannis is the guy. You got Steph
about
Curry is the
Luka?
guy.
What do
KD.
you mean? The MVP
Luka,
is Joel Embiid. People say Steph is the greatest. You know what I mean? Like
Steph is the greatest.
shooter.
LeBron. I think what you're missing
KD's
the fact,
the best
bro.
scorer, which I don't know how they separate.
Where does
those two.
Luka fit in all that?
He doesn't.
Pot. He
You guys
doesn't?
are no, not yet.
He's like a
You're
tier
missing-
away. He's almost there, but he's just
Okay, is he on the Kobe
he
level?
can't play off the
No.
ball. No, because he can't play off the ball. He has to always have the ball. So
But you're also missing the point
interesting.
that
But he can go off.
LeBron is still doing it, bro. What, 20 years later? How long
well, I
has he been in
mean,
the fucking league?
HGH. I mean, the things this guy's probably on since he went to
crazy.
Miami is ridiculous.
And at the end of the day, bro, like
I give him his
if
flowers.
If he played in the era that Jordan played in,
he would be destroyed.
he
Yeah,
would.
That's facts.
Bro,
That's facts.
we might not know who Michael Jordan is if LeBron played in that era.
You're a crazy guy.
He's bigger, he's faster,
What would he have done
he's
against
stronger,
Shaq?
and he's
what
more
would
athletic.
if he have done against Shaq in
wait, hold on.
2000?
I don't
know. What did
2001?
anybody do against
exactly.
Shaq, bro?
Yeah, Shaq is probably the most underrated. This top 10
I'll
list.
give you that. I'll give you
He's
that.
like 3 on my top list.
I'll give you that.
Can
Bro.
we
He
also
was just
say-
unguardable.
Can we also
Most
say at the
dominant
time?
player to ever play ever.
Can we
Will
say
Chamberlain,
at the
no.
time that Jordan was playing and during his highlight, there were bigger and stronger and faster people that he was just
Than
dominating?
LeBron, no.
Of course there were.
Well, naturally, bro, like that's just what happens to humans and athletes. They get bigger and faster and
Well,
stronger.
and now
Well, I know,
they
but it's
see
not like
That's why he scored more. Like he broke Jordan's records, bro. He's just better at this point.
He broke Jordan's records because he played longer than Jordan.
yeah.
There was a
could say
huge
whatever.
gap that.
But
you know
why
what
did
I'm
he
saying?
play longer?
It changes in
Because his
rules.
body is just
No, changes in
stronger,
rules.
better.
That's not the reason.
Of course it is. Longevity, like
Yeah, but the changes in rules.
If
How
Jordan
you can
played
guard
as long as
people.
LeBron, the stats wouldn't even be close. Jordan
And
was
he's
fucking
never
impressive.
three-peated. And he's never three-peated.
no
so
substance in
he
that.
hasn't
It's
even
just like a-
two-peated. So
just saying.
Well, you look at the trend. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
and he's not
I'll
undefeated
never
in the
take
finals.
away from LeBron. I mean,
can't.
like I said, I'll give him his flowers,
you
but
can't. It doesn't give a fuck
Yeah.
about your giving him his flowers.
he's not.
bro.
He's definitely not Jordan. And
Yeah, he's not Jordan. He'll never
Yeah.
be
No,
Jordan.
he's
And when
better.
you talk about the GOAT ends up being something that transcends stats. It's like the sport, like who the face is. Like Kobe should be the new logo. After he died, they should have updated that. But
Yo, Kobe
everyone-
raped somebody, bro. He shouldn't be the face of anything.
That was never proven.
It doesn't matter, bro.
I mean, Conor
Of
McGregor
course
does
it
this
does.
stuff. No one
Doesn't
cares.
matter. Of course
No
it
one
does.
cares. Conor
Of course we
McGregor's
care that
knocking
McGregor-
old men out at the bar. Like,
I
didn't
don't.
actually
I
knock
don't
him
like
out.
that he did that.
Yeah.
but
But
that's
that-
funnier than raping somebody. Like,
What was the
knocking him.
football player? Didn't he like kill someone? Ray Lewis? Like no one cares. Like
Who doesn't care? I don't think he's a good person either.
I mean, I don't think it was proven. But
They're not
when you have
trying.
money,
They're
what
not
can
trying.
get proven?
They're not trying. All right. Also, listen. He also like cheated on his wife.
Every
Bought her a
athlete-
big ass ring. LeBron never had any kind of scandal about cheating on his wife ever.
You see that headline, dog?
Ever.
No one's doing that.
wait, who cheated on his wife? Kobe.
They all do.
Not they all, bro. LeBron did,
Listen,
bro.
when you
No
got
scandals.
listen, when you got money like this and you're traveling state to state, like listen,
I don't
really,
know.
does all that- it doesn't even matter.
Sometimes morals matter, bro. Like
Why
morals
does that matter
No,
when
no,
it
I'm
comes
talking,
to-
I'm talking to him, bro. I get what
I
you're
know.
trying to get at.
No, hold on.
I'm just saying.
But why does that matter in a
bro,
sports
let me answer his
conversation?
question. I'm talking to him right now. Relax. Because we're just talking
like
about the
this guy. He's
face.
got my back, yeah.
We're
Yeah,
talking about the
exactly.
face
It's
of the
like-
league. Well, that's what you need to have that sometimes when you don't
Devil's
have
avocado over
when you
here.
don't have fucking substance in your argument. You got to get
Well,
like,
no,
you got to get the tribe going.
When we're talking about stats and you're talking about somebody's character, then you're just bringing the conversation somewhere else. Like,
Well, what does
who
that
gives a
have to
fuck
do?
what he's
Kobe's
kind of
stats are
person?
the stats. If he's dead or alive, what does it matter?
Exactly.
I was reciprocating because of what he said about Kobe being the new face of the NBA, just because he died.
I think he should have been though. I think the
I don't know
thing
if I
with
agree
the with the whole raping girl, I think that all got disproved. The girl showed up
Can
like.
you not say that so casually? The whole rape.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. I think Dave Chappelle had a joke. She showed up a pair of panties that had like 5 different DNA samples on it. So I mean, it couldn't have been him. I guess it all got wiped away. He would have got kicked out of the league, and he was scoring like
say
60s.
that again?
He was averaging 50 that season.
What happened
so,
with Dave Chappelle?
I mean,
he showed up with a
So
pair of
he
panties.
was, so he earned it.
No,
and it
he
was
had,
fine.
no, he had a joke about it because he had
Oh.
he was like Kobe was out there playing for his life. That's how I knew he wasn't guilty, and he wasn't like losing points, like losing.
Kobe
games.
was just a Jordan protege. That's like
But I think it's hard in that position when you have that money, status, and fame, and all that stuff. I think it's hard to not get involved.
Yeah, but they
I'm not
all
saying
have that,
I'm not
right?
saying you just go
No,
rape people,
no.
but
I know, but I'm saying they all have that, right?
The women are like so available, I guess, to them, and not all.
would you agree
but
to that? They all have that.
Yes.
Okay,
They
so-
all have that problem. Yeah.
Bro, you get
He said
those,
they all have that problem. I think
problems
that-
when you cross like $500,000.
I think the thing that sucks when you're these guys, you don't have a life anymore because anything you do can be used against you. You go out, you
court
do
of law.
this, yes, that too, right? But like you can't go out to like a bar. You can't like go anywhere with your friend. Like you say the wrong thing, or you look at the way he's looking at me. You're on someone's TikTok.
I don't know
the
why
next
this matter. Who gives a fuck? I don't care if he cheated on his wife. I don't care.
Well, you don't.
Yeah.
Some people-
Where's,
Why does
where's
anybody?
Tristan Thompson on there? I know he should have been number 1 on that list.
Like that has nothing to do with his performance as a.
Yeah, I mean,
No, that's
if
not
you
what this
judge
list is
people
about,
on
though.
the
This-
character outside
This is a
of the
list
game,
of
like,
players who cheat on their wives. It's not their stats. Yeah,
I don't, well,
I mean, you lose a lot of stars if you go based off that. I mean, look, you got Michael Jordan on there.
Yeah,
You got people who
listen,
got cheated on. Matt Barnes, remember that he showed up to that dude's house?
There's just different ways to compare people to each other.
Look at John Jones.
If we're
Everyone
talking
thinks
about
he's the GOAT. What
hold on,
happens if you
hold on.
take his
Let's
personal
talk
life?
and then
Yeah.
listen and talk.
Yeah.
So like when we're talking about stat for stat,
Mm-hmm.
you can pull up a comparison right now on LeBron versus Jordan and what their stats are. But then if we're talking about like who they are as people, that's just what we're comparing at the time. It might not matter to you stat wise, and stat wise it doesn't matter, but there's still room for comparison there.
but it's not apples to apples because LeBron has played longer than Jordan.
In different games, rule sets.
Listen, whatever excuses you want
Jordan's
to make.
you can't
undefeated
compare
in the
2
finals.
games to like 17 games.
Whatever excuses you want to make.
Those
Oh,
aren't
look at
excuses,
Jordan's
that's
points
legit,
per
guy.
game: 30 rebounds, assists,
and
steals, blocks.
If Jordan
But,
played as long as LeBron, this wouldn't even be close.
yeah, and the 3-point,
You're just saying
was
that.
not even
That's
like
not
a
a fact.
thing.
You're just saying that.
Based off of the trend, just look at the trend.
Yeah.
Well, what's the trend in his last 3 years? Was he performing at the
What
same
I'm
level?
saying is that look at
Was
his
he
trend.
declining or no?
Well, Jordan,
lesser-
when he went,
I mean,
he
come on,
switched
this is-
teams because he
this
was
is
Was he
what
one
declining or no? But I'm
too.
just saying you're trying to like just make up stats and skew them for your argument. I'm saying like if you
Absolutely
look at
not.
if you look at numbers,
Would you like a Google
were
image
his last
search
3
of
years
Michael
the same
Jordan
as his
versus LeBron?
first
They'll show
15
all
years?
the stats, like a Google image search
don't
of
know.
it. But no, because look,
Nah, come on.
Jordan's undefeated in the finals. So
Yeah,
like,
but
pull up
hold
these
on,
things.
hold
Here
on.
we go.
I'm also undefeated in the finals. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
Well,
life.
you've never been in the finals.
Exactly.
Look right there.
Who's
boom.
been more times?
He's lost more times though.
Who's been more times? That means
He's
the
had
ti-
6 finals
Do
appearances.
you
and
do you
6
understand the
wins,
argument you're making?
And 6 wins.
The
and
times
6
he got there and
appearances.
lost, Jordan didn't even get there, bro. He lost to some bum ass team in the first or second round that LeBron's team
3
beat
in a
to
row.
get to the finals.
Retired 3 in a row. I mean, he
Yeah,
hasn't
that's fine, bro.
three-peated. He hasn't
No,
two-peated.
he won 6, bro. I'll give him that, bro. That's
Yeah.
credit. He won 6 championships.
And he hasn't played as long as LeBron.
Yeah.
yeah, facts.
Baseball.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I said LeBron.
I'll never take away from LeBron.
Stat-wise,
Please,
LeBron
give him
will
credit.
be.
Take away from
No,
him.
I-
Stat-wise, LeBron will be the GOAT, but people don't make stats the GOAT because Bill Russell would be the GOAT. He's got 11 championships, and he was playing against plumbers and shit back then. I mean, so they
Thank
weren't
you.
even.
What do you mean by
Playing against
plumbers? man?
plumbers. What-
Plumbers
They
and
were part- no, they were
electricians
part-
back then.
yeah, they were
Are you
part-time.
saying that the players
We're
get
almost
better as
unskilled.
time goes on?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Well, that's why you don't see standouts like this anymore. You won't see a
Exactly,
Michael Jordan.
because the
they can only
competition-
last a couple seasons.
The
They get hurt,
competition
they get ran
LeBron
down.
plays against is way better than the competition
No, but
Jordan
I'm
played
saying they're
against.
rough.
Wait,
it was
hold on,
more rough.
hold on.
It's,
Can we-
it's so
Yeah,
soft
they
now.
fouled
It's so
more.
soft.
Who
Wait,
cares?
hold on, 1 second. But it's all relative to when you're playing at that time. It doesn't.
Correct.
Right.
So the point
doesn't
is,
matter.
Well, it definitely matters because what
Why?
you're saying right now,
Yeah.
is that LeBron in his prime against Jordan in his prime, 1-on-1,
the same
LeBron's
thing.
winning 9 out of
No,
10.
he's not.
He's winning
Not
9
even
out
No,
of
close.
10.
what
Not
I'm
even
saying
close.
is that it's
Not even
relative
close.
to their time, so it's the same.
Yeah, they're both the best of their generation.
Jordan would mentally break him. First of all,
he would. How can
LeBron
you
can't
mentally
handle
break-
that. You've seen it with
Oh,
KG.
fuck you know, bro.
You've seen it
Have
with a
you
bunch
talked
of
to a psychiatrist?
He's
What the
given
fuck
up.
are you
He's
talking about?
taking off his jersey, walking off the court before his
He
team
would
even
mentally-
loses. Like,
how do you mentally break somebody that's
Oh, shit.
disciplined enough to be at the top of their
Well,
game
hold
for
on.
40 fucking years?
In Rami's defense,
There's no defense to that
Hold
shit.
on. In Rami's defense, LeBron actually claims that he's oppressed. So we know that that's a mental fucking. That's just a mental block. You're fucked up.
10 finals appearances.
little
All right, cut this guy off. He's
Oh, yeah, there
he's
might
white girl wasted.
There was some upstairs.
What
You gonna
happened?
take
What
a
did
walk
you do?
upstairs?
Well, I went to like move this
What a
forward and I
goat.
stuck my finger like right in it. Young Jamie. Young Jamie, my dude.
No, that's
Damn,
Brandon.
that's
Brandon.
crazy though, huh? LeBron being to 10 finals appearances.
Losing 6.
That's wild.
No, but I get you. But this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, if Jordan played as much as LeBron, that would even
But
be
are we
close.
saying that? Are we saying LeBron is one of the best statistical players or the GOAT? Because those are two different things.
Both.
No, because then why aren't we talking about Bill Russell right now?
Because he played against plumbers. He already said it, bro.
Yeah, but at the time, it's all relative.
He was the best plumber in the league, son.
That is true, though. That's why.
I mean, it's
all
just
these
like
old
you
heads.
comparing Michael Jackson to Bruno Mars, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, everything's relative. It's at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, but who would win in a fight, Michael Jackson or Bruno Mars?
I mean,
Ooh, definitely
that
Bruno
sick
Mars.
I
moonwalk.
don't know. Bruno is
got
got
that.
small, dude.
Yeah, he's 5'5". I think MJ's holding him like this. I mean,
I know, but MJ's so fragile.
MJ just holds him over a porch in a blanket like that, baby. Remember that shit?
smuggling him.
Were you looking at Michael Jackson naked?
Yes. Let's. We got to use like a AI program to put them in a fight.
Nah, he looks tough in that picture, bro.
Yo, how fucked up is Michael Jackson that he fucking deformed his face to look like Peter Pan? Look. What the
How does that
fuck,
happen,
guy?
bro?
I mean, he looks like he has AIDS.
He went from a black guy to, there you go. Yeah.
To a white old
Whiter than
woman.
me.
But
a
that's
black
not
guy
even
to
what
a
white people
white-
look like, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like, where did he get that image? It's Peter Pan. It's so strange.
Well, they said he had like an odd. I mean, his dad was like beating the living shit out of his
Yo,
mom all the
I
time
read
and the
once that
family.
his dad, in order to keep him singing the way that he was chemically castrating
Yeah,
him,
yeah, I
like
seen that.
depriving him from
to have the
hormones?
voice,
Yeah,
to have his
bro.
voice to be the way it
Yeah,
was.
so his voice would stay high and he'd still be able to hit those notes, which is crazy.
What, during
bro.
puberty or just in, like
Like before.
Like puberty blockers or
So
something.
the
Is that a thing?
the same thing that motherfuckers are trying to pass now for kids to just like not put
How
them
crazy
through
is
puberty.
that
It's
shit,
crazy,
dude?
Oh, there you go.
How
Yeah.
crazy is that shit?
Crazy.
I would hate to have kids right now.
all right, was Michael Jackson a diddler?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean,
There was that story about that one kid, right?
one kid about 150
The
billion.
Neverland
kids.
Ranch or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. This dude fucking went and bought it.
No, who was the kid that went there for the
He bought a
Make-A-Wish
fucking
thing?
rape estate, bro. What do you mean? Like you got the diddler fucking.
Wasn't there that one kid who was dying
Carnival.
of cancer and he went and then he got raped, but then like he was in court for like 2 years. It was like his last wish.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It was his last wish to get raped?
by Michael Jackson.
Well, that's what happened.
He called it sex, though.
Yeah, called it with consent.
Yeah, I don't even. That's crazy shit.
All right. Was LeBron or Jordan ever convicted of or accused of being a diddler?
From what I remember, bro, Jordan had like a big time gambling issue, bro. Like, of
course,
course,
yeah,
they
yeah.
say that's why his dad got killed. You know what I mean? From like
he owed money to the mob?
stemming from fucking his gambling debts, which is crazy.
Yeah, he was always
be
smoking
careful with that
cigars
shit.
at the casinos. Even when my aunt worked at Foxwoods back in the day, she's seen him there all the time when they came through.
Yeah.
Sick. It's crazy that Foxwoods used to be like
That was the spot. All the
The
celebrities
place
went.
to be, man.
Foxwoods is a shithole. Fuck Foxwoods.
yeah.
What's the place now? Like Encore or whatever?
I don't think there. I mean, I think there are too many, bro, and they're too lavish, like in fucking Vegas, for anything over here or in Florida to be the shit
Yeah.
over here. I don't know.
Foxwoods doesn't have the resort mentality. Like you go there and they're like, hey, fuck you. Like no matter what,
Yeah.
no matter who you go to Mohegan. Now Mohegan actually has that resort mentality. Yes, sir. Let me do this for you. I'll go out of my way, et cetera, et cetera.
With the high heels on.
They should do it old school.
Michael
Like have like
Jackson,
at least a guy walking around like as the whoever who runs this shit, like hooking people up. and all
Just
that
walking
stuff.
around hooking all the thousands and thousands of people
Yes.
up.
Hey, put it this
that
way.
brings people back.
Yo, at Foxwoods, I have a host. Somebody I call if I want shit to get, if I want reservations, a room, whatever. Blah, blah, I call her. She takes care of everything, right? I still think it's a shithole. It's like,
Yeah.
now.
I
mean,
only
that says
went on like
something.
for Shrine on Tuesdays or whatever. I've never really gambled.
I saw Dave Navarro and fucking Carmen Electra at Shrine back in the day. Like,
How about this ice?
Common election though. That was like the most beautiful woman on the planet for a while.
I got a weak spot for fucking dark hair and light eyes guy.
yeah.
Like, I'm not a blonde hair, blue eyed fucking.
Like this guy right here, this handsome fella.
Did
Would
I
you rather,
see this?
okay, would you rather blonde hair, blue eyes, or dark hair, green eyes?
I would take like auburn, like slightly red, curly hair with brown eyes.
All right, you just described Sasha.
I fucking
Well,
got
she's
what I
watching
wanted.
the podcast right now.
I
so
got
yeah.
what I wanted, son.
He's like, I'm not sleeping down here.
Hey, good
tonight."
shit, man.
Nah, it's nice. You know what I'm saying? When you set goals, you hit them.
Absolutely. Are you single? You married? You
Single.
Yeah.
Just
dating or whatever.
Single and
what's your
ready to
type?
diddle.
What's your type? What kind of woman?
Well, what I would like to have, is that bad to say it that way?
Man,
I would like an Asian girl, I think. I think Asian girls are beautiful.
are you
you're a
flexible
pig,
on the girl part, or because we got one? Right there.
Hey, young Jamie. No, I'd say Asian or Spanish, I think.
Oh,
I always thought it was
Hey,
black
Spanish
Asian
women
chick that was
are
pretty hot.
fucking
Malaysian?
beautiful.
Huh?
Spanish women are.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, I really feel like, you know what? Every single ethnicity out there has their kind of like, if you look at their top tier women, they're like all gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, they're all going to have their own top tier in every category. But, I mean, a lot of white girls are just like, and I'm white, I'm saying it like that, but a lot of drama. I don't know.
Oh, wait, hold on. So when you say white girls, you mean American girls? So
Yeah.
American
We
girls
keep that
are
white
fucking
girl.
drama.
Yes.
But if you get a white chick from like Europe or like
And it's
wherever,
not
Have you-
all,
have
if we're
you
live,
never,
it's
like,
not
been
all white women.
around
the
or
majority
with
of
a
the ones
Spanish
I
girl?
go for.
A what?
At least.
A Spanish girl?
What
Because
do
they're
you mean?
fucking dramatic and crazy. What do you mean white girls?
Well, every girl's going to have some level of, I mean,
Yeah, but like Latinas.
My whole
specific-
childhood life was
Brandon,
all
back me up on this,
fucking-
please. Latinas are probably got to go down as the most crazy fucking.
yeah.
crazy,
group of
but
women.
not like American fucking white chicks. Like they get like that's where that whole term like white girl wasted comes from.
Yeah.
They're just like fucking sloppy.
Majority, not
White girl-
all, a majority
the term white girl
are
wasted
mess.
came because it sounds cool with all the W's.
Yeah. White girl wasted, yeah.
Like
white
a
girl
Spanish
wasted.
chick is definitely crazy. Yeah, I agree with you there. Like she'll cut you.
Like I like to say to piss girls off, I just say, white women lack obedience. So I like the Asian and Spanish.
Yeah, I
You
can't
believe that?
understand why that would piss them off.
As a joke. But
Well, the reality is that men like a woman who knows her kind of role and part in a relationship.
and
Like,
it's not a bad thing.
it's
A
not
guy
a bad
knows
thing.
his role
It
too.
sounds like
so
really misogynistic and whatever, but
girls
No,
have
no, it
got
sounds good.
A
I
lot of
think-
girls are in that group think where it's like they'll defend all of the girls, and even if they're the one who doesn't act that way, they're gonna be like, "Well, I know of one friend who doesn't do that." It's like, well, that doesn't matter.
yeah, they all want to be fucking independent and blah blah blah. That's all American
And that's good.
bullshit.
It's good. Hey,
I don't think it's good. Fuck
Dude,
that.
believe what you want, but it's not true. That's what I say. It's good to have some level of independence, but everyone needs
Of
somebody.
course.
A man will need a woman. A woman will always need a man too, to be healthy at least.
Yeah.
You don't want to go through life alone.
Well, here's the reality: in a relationship, whether it be like
I'm just gonna listen. in on
something casual
he's
or
married,
something
okay.
serious, let's say you're married or whatever, there's still certain there's things that need to be done, right?
And a
whatever
woman's
those
going to do
tasks,
things better than a man. And
whatever
a man's
those
gonna do some
tasks
things
are,
better than a woman. That's just
however
all it
way
is.
you split them up,
Yeah.
she's got to do this, you got to do that. I mean, like, so it doesn't matter.
Because then if you're doing everything, you're gonna feel like you're babysitting. That's if you're in the girl's position doing everything. Or if you're in the guy's position, you're not gonna want to be with someone where you're like, this motherfucker's not motivated. I gotta fucking do everything. I gotta tell him to
Well, the
fucking
reality
do what to
is
do. So
that
it's
yeah,
like,
women are like, oh, these independent new age fucking American chicks are just kind of
or
like,
the ones that go,
Oh.
I need a guy who can. I need to find a guy who can.
can you
handle
pay
me.
my bills and can you do this? Like, why the fuck would a guy want to be with a girl who, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want a woman to be your, like, solace, and you're dealing with the world already as it is. You want to go home and you want that chick to be, like, your peace of mind, not, oh, now I got to go home and fucking take care of her. And,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
in
This-
what
I want a
way?
man who can handle me.
In
It's
what
like
way
no guy
do you want
wants
her
to
to
go
be
home
your
and
peace of
handle.
mind? Peace of mind how? Fucking flying.
well, what I'm saying is that, I would think, and this is how I think, I don't want to go home and now I got to serve my woman.
What is she
You know
gonna
what
be
I'm saying?
mad about? What's she gonna complain about? What
So
am I
do you
want to
go home and get served?
Not necessarily get served, but I'm saying, like,
reciprocating the value that you bring and showing appreciation?
big
I
boy.
guess,
Let
where
him
it's
answer.
not
Let him
all-
yeah. No, I'd like women in my world to play the female part, whatever that is, whatever that definition is.
But then she's
And I'll
gonna
play
lean
the
on
male
she's gonna lean on you for some of that.
Right,
too.
and I got to lean on her to some degree. Yes.
So you got to pay the bills.
Put it this way, yeah,
but
but
he's-
whatever.
he's an old school guy where
What I'm
he
saying
wants
is
to be that guy that does
Let's
that,
say
so-
there's 50 tasks. I'm just using a random number. Let's say there's 50 tasks that have to be done to make a relationship work. I'm just using a random number just for arbitrary conversation. Yep. We got to split those up somehow. So no matter what it is, I don't want to do 40 and you do 10, and you don't want to do 40 and I do 10. Let's split it up half and half, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you're good at, let's you do that, and whatever I'm good at, I'll do that. Don't but that's where gender roles come into play and blah blah. And it sounds misogynistic, but the
you could
reality is,
You think you could be with a woman if she was the breadwinner and made more money than you?
of course,
And you'd have no problem being that homemaker?
no, not at all.
I would still have to work.
I
I couldn't just stay home.
could, as long as we have an understanding, you know.
Because then she
Like,
has too much
understanding,
control.
like,
She has
hey,
too
you
much
know.
control, I think.
Like,
I
hey, you know, she's going to work, do the thing, take care of all the money, and you're just going to take care of the house, take care of the kids.
No, that's not the issue. The issue is, I guess, where these bullshit ass women try to come to the table and say, you know, you need to take care of my bills, and you need to listen.
And go 50-50 on housework.
Yeah.
Shut the
Like, come
fuck
on,
up.
shut the fuck up.
You ever
Like,
catch me in the kitchen with a fucking apron? Shoot me.
I don't even mind that, man. I'll take care of whatever. I'm just saying, like, you know, let's.
Well, I see
let's
a
divide
lot
this.
of, at least my friends that are in relationships, and I see them, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing with this broad? But a lot of them, they want to be the prize. When what a girl should do, the best thing that she could do was make her man look like the fucking man. And they want to be the standout and make him look like, oh, why am I with this guy? Like, where he's the joke.
What the fuck? Who are you hanging out with?
A lot of my friends that have girlfriends are like
You probably need new friends.
yeah, I tell this girl too. I'll be like, you shut the fuck up. Like, leave this guy alone.
That sounds really romantic.
Yeah. A lot of my guys my boys that are in relationships are like the bitch in the relationship. I don't understand how it happens.
What do you mean by that? Define that.
Where the girl's like always talking down to him and shit like that.
Oh, see that you can't just have that. No matter.
Well, that should be either way. You know, like you shouldn't talk down.
Well,
or
I'm just
speak
saying,
ill of
like,
your
exactly in
wife
general,
either.
like you should, like, that's just bad. When you do it in front of people too, it's not good. No guy wants that.
No girl wants that. Like nobody wants that. You know what I mean?
yeah, sure.
Because like I actually got into one of my boys a couple of weeks ago. We were out like having a night drinking, and he was like talking about his wife in just like a like a belittling way. You know what I mean? And we're like, bro, how do you think that makes you look?
Yeah,
How do you think it makes
that's why
you
it's so
look?
stupid.
You know what I mean?
You're
Yeah.
with this person that you're talking down. Like, you look worse when you do that.
Right.
When you talk down about somebody.
But you know what? The reality
That's
is,
my
though,
point, I guess. Like what you just said.
No, well, you
but
look worse because it's like, what are you accepting? First of all, you don't think that you're worth getting something that you're happy with.
Yeah.
Because you're obviously not, you know what I'm saying, or you're talking down on your partner here. But you're also like a bitch, bro. Like, this is your woman, this is your wife, this is your partner, and you're speaking ill of her around other people. It's like, it's a cowardly
That's the
kind
worst
of
when
mindset
people are
to me.
fighting or
You know,
having,
I
they
think
talk
on the
about it to everyone,
surface-
and they wonder why they have an impression of what people
But the
are.
reality is, like, you don't know what's going on in that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on behind closed doors. So, like, when somebody reacts that way, yeah, on the surface, it might look like, man, this guy's a dick. He's talking down to his chick in public and yada, yada, yada. But maybe,
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'd
Like,
go even further and say like that fucking, it's deeper than the surface because it's more like,
excuse me.
what kind of person are you, bro, where you're staying in a situation where you it has to be so bad for you to feel like it's okay to speak down on your partner, especially to other people.
Wait, say that again? What do you mean? Like,
So here's what you're saying. There could be issues that you don't know about.
right. You
I
don't know
would
what's going on
almost
behind
feel-
closed doors.
Whatever's going behind closed doors, I respect you more. Get the fuck out of here. If you say, this is what's going on behind closed doors, whatever the case is, or you just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't speak ill of your partner, of your girl, your woman, bro. That's your fucking wife, bro.
Yeah, and it makes you look
That's your
bad
wife, bro.
because
Well,
when
it
you
makes you look like a bitch.
Even if you're dating in a long-term relationship, not even married, like that girl basically has your name and reputation attached to it. So if you're just talking down, it's like that should be the best you can get. If you're willing to be like, this
you're
is my
talking about
girl,
yourself.
yeah, you're talking about yourself because the way your girl acts, like I said, my friends, she's a direct reflection on how you are with her. So if she's talking down to you, I mean, maybe that's what he's doing when they're just fucking fighting the whole time when they're at home, or who knows?
Yeah, but even so, then fucking fix your situation, bro.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even me, bro, like, listen, I'm not going to say that my relationship is perfect.
No relationship is perfect.
No. But I even with someone like you,
Yeah.
I'll go out of my way and just be like, damn, bro, like this is the situation. We're just fucking going back and forth with this shit.
Yeah.
We're not in a fucking group of people and I'm just like, bro, this fucking bitch. This, you know what I mean? Like, never, bro. I would look like an idiot. You know what I mean? I would look like
I
a
was
fool,
going to
bro.
say that. I was going to say there's a difference between like talking to your boys when you're just kind of venting, whatever,
Bullshit,
yada yada,
bullshit when your
or
boys
you're
do.
openly outing your fucking chick, like whatever.
That's
Because
what
then
I'm
you
saying.
look like an asshole because
Exactly,
you're staying with her anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know, but amongst your close ass friends and
But there's
you know
just
your family,
there's a
There's a
difference.
difference between venting to them.
Right. Well, here's the thing, right? And this is a total made up situation. I'm even going to use a fake name so no clip comes out of this. So say my wife's name is Mary, and I'm just like, hey, Jay, man, fucking, how's your day going? Yeah, mine's fucking stressful. Me and Mary get into it, bro. Like, she does this stupid little annoying thing. I can't stand when she does that.
Yeah.
It pisses me off, whatever. We're arguing.
She doesn't put the seat down.
Versus, like, whatever the case is. That's very
You guys
different
ready?
than me and like, hey, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get out, bro. I'm like tired of this bitch, man. She's just fucking on my case all the time. Like,
Yep.
hey, you're not caring. She's not gonna be upset. Man, fuck her. I don't need to ask her shit. That's such a different. Excuse me. That's such a different way to talk about your girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
One of them is just like a genuine, hey, this is where we're going through thing. The other one is a blatant lack of respect for them as a person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which I don't know, bro. It really rubbed me the wrong way because I think so highly of this dude. You know what I mean? I love him. And I still love him. You know, and don't get me wrong. Like he was checked for what he said, which is why I'm happy that I have the circle that I have because it didn't even have to be me. It was somebody else that said like, dude, don't fucking talk about your wife like that. You know what I mean? What's wrong with you?
Well, let me ask you. So you don't believe in the bros before hoes, the BBH?
Bro, let me be very, very clear about
Yes,
this.
kids,
Right?
you can't be part of that.
I put my wife, my girl, above any single bro that I have.
Yeah.
Until she gives me a reason not to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. Bros before, listen,
That's
if
when
I'm
you're dating
single,
somebody.
if
That's
I'm
when you're
single,
dating or single,
and I'm
yeah.
out with some chick, or if I've been dating her for like maybe a year, it's always my bros before hoes. But at the end of the day, bro, like, no disrespect to you, what makes me your bro? You're my bro. You're my homie. I fucking my girl's been my bro for the last 20 years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She's my bro before all the hoes.
That's your rider
and the
right
bros.
there. That's
you know
your,
what I mean?
Well, when you get to where you are, because you're married, right? You have kids.
That's
so that's your
different
ride or die.
scenario. Correct,
It's
correct.
not, and it's not a guy anymore. It's your ride or die. It's your girl. At
But
that
let me
point.
be very clear. If I was single and I was just out talking to different chicks,
You'd be hanging out with me.
I'll slap some bitches for my bros. I don't give a shit.
I'd be his best friend if he was single.
I don't know, bro. Not you.
How about
coming
you?
home
So
before him.
whatever situation you're in right now, is it
Hey,
you
make
with
sure
somebody
clip
that
so I can send it to the wifey.
do you have kids?
No, not having no
Okay.
kids. People
Are you
assume I have
dating
kids.
anybody? Are you serious with anybody or whatever? Yada yada. No. All right.
Just,
So you're still in like the BBH kind of club.
Yes,
just out
yes.
getting
What about you, Brandon?
STDs all week.
Yeah, young Jamie,
got a girl.
young Brandon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a girl.
Are you committed to that? Are you?
Really committed.
Yeah.
She's watching the podcast right now, asshole.
Bro, what option do you think you just gave him? What if he's like,
I mean, she's one of my girls. I mean,
you committed to that? Maybe
Well, no, they
kid.
might be on the same page. Like, you know, I talk to chicks, like, whatever. We're not committed at all. I'll openly say that.
This dude said, I have a girl and a kid, and you said, are you committed to that?
Hey, I got a girl and a kid too. Like, I'm not.
You do not, though.
I do.
You got a
Like-
kid. You got a girl?
No, not like a girl.
Do you
She's
see
not
the
my girl.
difference, bro? Like,
Oh, you actually have like you're in a relationship. That's
Yes.
okay. All right. All right.
bro. Dude.
Yes.
Jay's like, yeah, I have a baby mama also.
those seem
Yeah.
fun. The whole relationship phase.
Chicks are weird, man. You know, men and women, they just approach things very different.
I feel like it's
and-
really, really hard right now because of the
Just
whole.
cut me off, man. Don't.
Oh my bad.
Whenever
Just
I'm
cut
talking.
No, go.
No, go ahead. Finish your
No, I
thoughts.
was going off of yours. So like we used to the whole social dynamic of relationships is kind of like with social media and everything is kind of broken. To be honest,
What do you mean by that? Like,
there's so much
Go ahead.
availability and access to people.
Expunge
where,
on that. Expunge on that.
You could be with a girl, you could be fighting with her, and it's so easy for her to just be like, "Well, I don't have to. I do it. I don't have to respond to this person. Let's talk to somebody else."
I'm just
Like,
going to
it's
swipe right and suck some dick tonight.
like, yeah, there you go.
you
you
ever
find
see
that disrespectful? If a
sucking dick?
no, of course, sucking dick. But I'm saying,
little
like,
bit.
It's not mine.
if your girl's, you know, entertaining, let's say, messages from social media, blah 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 blah.
Well, if we're in a committed relationship, I think I would just cut her off right then and there. I don't believe in that girls' night and all that other bullshit if we're dating. You should need that because let's be honest, it puts you in a bad situation. And I know girls that have gone out and their other girls have cheated on their husbands and shit like that. So it's like, but you're hanging out with these people.
Hey,
Like,
Brandon, what's the statistic? Can you look this up? Men cheating on their girls and women cheating on their men. I believe men cheat on their partners more than women, but they're both very high, I believe, if I remember correctly.
yeah, and I
it's
think women win the divorce one. They divorce more, initiate.
Oh, I would assume so.
You know what? It's weird. Because, how old are you?
That's it.
35.
35?
It's not even that big of a difference, though. I mean, what's 7% difference?
I don't think that's accurate. I don't know where that.
But it's like who's doing the study too.
Jay just makes up his own numbers.
Like if,
No,
I,
no,
if
pull
we
the
went based
stats
off
up.
of girls I
He
know,
doesn't
that,
like the
that
stats. He's
statistic
like,
would be
no,
quite
that's wrong.
skewed.
no,
I think.
because I heard something like, and I read. When I say heard, I'm actually thinking I read something totally like higher than that. Like
But look at the age. Look at the
60%.
age groups though. Like the people in their 80s fucking cheating on their. What the hell? How is that even possible?
That's wild.
Well, here's the thing. Any amount of
Yo, imagine you're just married to someone for 60 years and they cheat when they're 80.
this is what we were saying the last time. We
Well,
were
that
talking
just
about
proves
this,
that
like-
you know guys are going to go for younger girls. So when you get to the 70s, that's why I think it just goes drastically up. And these girls,
you know why
no girls are entertaining. No guys are entertaining these girls at the later ages, unfortunately. That's just true. So, you know, you get you go to 50. Once you hit 60, you're like not even sexually available. You can't really have kids anymore.
Between
your
50
looks
and
are completely
60,
gone.
Between 50 and 60, these chicks are getting out there.
Well,
huh?
what is it like after 35? You're less like half the percent to even conceive at that point.
Well, think
And
of the
then you get
psychology
down there.
behind that. If you were a chick, right, and if men fall in love with like what they see, right,
Yeah.
men are always going to look at younger women as
Yeah.
appealing. So these 50, 60-year-old chicks, they feel like they're just out of the ballpark. They must be fucking just.
And
to
it's
make them
weird
feel-
'cause girl-
feel better.
And
feel
the thing
better.
is, women should look at this and be like, yo, if I have that good guy and I'm like wanting to live my city girl life, I should just stay with him because when I hit my fucking 40s, here's where we go start splitting and you're fucked at that point, you know.
So do you? Agree
Then you
with-
are settling.
Do you guys agree with the statement that men fall in love with what they see and women fall in love with how they feel?
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I don't know. I've heard you say it a few times.
Yeah. I believe that. I really do.
I don't know, man.
well, yeah,
like,
because
you-
You
I
could be
think
the
I
ugliest
think girls.
motherfucker, and if you make a woman feel special and you know whatever, you definitely have a chance. But
Low chance though.
men, we just fall in love with like beautiful women. Like
Yes. Yeah. That's,
yeah.
That's
That's
girls,
why we're always
girls
looking
do,
at younger women. Like
Well, girls do too. Like I when girls go out and when they see a guy, they think that they're looking like there's not like a profile floating above your fucking head when you're at the club or you're out.
Right.
Like everyone is gonna go based on what they see first, right? That to keep initiating that conversation, maybe when other things come into play.
Yeah.
But when you see like. When
I
you
feel
see
like
across, I don't
fall in
say,
love
"Oh,
is
he
probably
likes
a
to
good
play
term.
golf." I do too. Like, there's no profile above your head saying what you like and don't like to do.
you're like
it's all based
that
on
initial attraction will
Yeah.
get you in the door, and then based on how that goes from there, like that's how you stay attracted to a person.
Yeah.
as
How
long
you
as
make them feel.
make your woman feel special, feel.
But that comes
exclusive,
after the
whatever.
attraction, though.
Absolutely, I agree with you. It's so weird how we view things different. Like, men can have. I believe men can have sex without having any emotional attachment whatsoever. I know women can too, but I think men definitely.
Yeah, but if the woman does that, she's like broken. I mean, let's be honest here.
Yes,
The
I
girl,
agree
the
with that
girl
to some
makes the
degree.
decision. Like, here's the thing, right? And girls can choose who they have sex with. Guys settle for who they can have sex with. So, a girl who's just giving it up to everybody, like
I don't know if I agree with that.
It's harder for a guy to get laid than a girl to get laid. You're gonna
I
deny
agree with that. I
Of course.
agree with
that's-
that, yes.
That's so they choose. So if they're always with the wrong guy, you're picking the wrong fucking guy. Like you're the one who has the decision. Unless you're getting fucking raped, you have the decision of who you're having sex with.
When
So
did
you don't
pour
believe
these?
in the whole women's night out thing and da 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 da.
No, I mean, I'm the guy at the club that sees those women night outs things, and I'm with those girls. So I mean,
What do you mean? You're at the club, meaning like you're.
oh, those are like the easiest groups to get in with when you see them out. I mean,
Girls' night out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Her boyfriend's at home. You just
because
What do
the
you
girls'
think,
night
Josh?
out started
Say a
as a
couple.
thing when all the girls are fighting with their man and they go out. I mean, that's how it started. So it's not just we haven't been out in a while, so we want to go out. It's like why do you go out looking like not all, but some cases the way you're dressed? Like that's not saying I'm in a relationship.
Ooh. You
when
know
you're
what
fucking
I saw? A good like analogy. It was some dude talking on like TikTok or something.
a master key and a
And
master
he's
lock.
like, no. It was just like, look at how your girl dresses
Yeah.
when she goes out with
With
her
you
friends
and when
versus
she goes out with
her
friends, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just remember, like, it was weird because, like, one night my girl said something. She was going out with, like, I don't know, fucking to pizza or something. One of my boys' wives. And I was like, oh, why don't you wear this? And she's just like, no, I can't wear that. I'm like, why not? Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's hot. She's like, I need to wear that on, like, a date with you or something. Like, I'm not wearing this.
Well, you have one of the few, because girls I know
Who
that go
knows?
get
Maybe
pizza
she
might
saw
be
that
wearing
same
a bikini.
TikTok and just tried to say the right thing.
Yeah,
but-
she's been watching the podcast.
Well, that
like
might
that.
be a result of how Josh built his
It
relationship.
could be the way how
with
you
his-
treat her, so she knows like that'd be disrespectful. A lot of girls don't even fucking care, so it's good.
I don't even want. I don't ever want the decision to be based on how I might perceive it. You know what I mean?
But shouldn't
I
you-
always wanted to
shouldn't you
just
make
do what she wants to do, so I see the truth. You know what I mean?
But when you're in a relationship like you have, shouldn't that be the thing? Like, if I make the decision, how does this affect both of us?
I guess what I'm getting at is like
You just want it to be
it
organic.
should be like a hey. It should never be like, well, I'm not gonna do this because it would make him upset. But if he said it's okay, then I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
It should just be like, I'm not gonna do it because I don't think it's right. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I
Well,
feel like
that's what she
it's
does. That's
disrespectful.
just what she does. Yeah. A lot of girls
But
don't. I mean,
that made like that when I saw that TikTok, I was like, yo, that actually makes sense, bro. Because if you're getting yourself to a point where you feel the sexiest to go out without your man, that's an issue. You know what I mean?
Well, then, if you want to have a girls' night, good. Just hang out here, and I'll go with the guys and play poker or something. You can stay here and drink. Why do you have to go and drink and dance? I go every weekend. Listen,
the girl. She does like the girls' brunch. Girls' brunch, and then they come back here. They do karaoke.
That's perfect.
They're chilling.
But you going to Tulum? I mean, we know these girls are getting blown out.
Let me
there.
propose this question. I'll put this on the table.
These girls are getting blown out in the bathroom.
Why not have a relationship where there's just a mutual trust and kind of like no matter what she does, no matter what you do, you guys are kind of on the same page.
I think. Listen, can I let me answer before you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're right. That's the ideal situation because I would assume I like to think that that's kind of my situation. But I think what Rami's getting at is that, those are few and far between.
Yeah, perfect scenarios
you know what I mean? The reality is, if Rami's a single guy and he goes out, he sees 10. He goes out 10 times and he sees a group of girls on a girls' night out with boyfriends. Yeah. 9 or 8 out of those 10 nights
are going to talk to me.
He's going to be able to get some play from all the girls with boyfriends.
Yes.
Maybe 20% of them might say, no, I'm just here to party with my girls. I have a boyfriend at home. Leave me alone. But the rest are going to entertain him in a way that's inappropriate.
Yes. Because that guy could be not providing to him in whatever field that's why they're out, right? Girls' night started as we're all fight with our men, let's go out.
Are we live on okay, yeah.
Refresh that. Usually we get a couple comments. Nobody gives a fuck about
like when I worked at the clubs back in the day, I mean,
wow, how many girls went into the men's room?
Huh? I mean, there's bathrooms downstairs.
My man's just giving out mints and shit.
No, so here's my train of thought. I'm thinking
nothing, Brandon?
I would love to be in a relationship where it is that way. You know, where you just have that kind of mutual trust. It doesn't matter. You just trust your woman and she trusts you, and go do whatever
it's not
the fuck
about
you
trust. I mean, especially you. Listen, you're contradicting yourself a little bit, right?
Yeah, call me out. Go ahead, say it.
There's been so many situations on this podcast where you're like, oh, if I'm out with my girl, and I ever even run, like, if there's ever a dude that she's been around, like, or slept with, or an ex or something, we're fucking leaving. We're leaving.
He can't be around.
So how
that's a different conversation.
Hold on. Well, it is, but it stems from the same type of feeling that you have. It's an ego thing. Really, all it comes down to is ego.
Yeah.
So how are you going to react?
Okay, go ahead.
How are you going to react, right? Like genuinely, if you're with somebody, your significant other, and you have this level of trust where you trust her to go out, but every weekend one of your boys is like, "Damn, bro, I saw your girl at this club last weekend. Oh, she was over here, man. Like, damn, she's everywhere, bro. She's always out."
Yeah. But if you have the trust, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Tell
yourself whatever you want, bro.
If you're ready to be in, and if you guys are fucking around, then whatever, do what you want to do. But if you're in a committed relationship, she should not have a reason to go out every weekend.
Well, here's the reality,
what is the
right?
appeal? I guess. What is the appeal to be in that environment?
No,
without
I feel you. Trust me. I hear what you guys are saying, but here's the reality, right? If there is that mutual trust, right, then all that stuff kind of goes out the window. Meaning somebody's going to do what they're going to do, regardless of how you feel about it or whatever. If your girl's going to cheat on you, she's just going to cheat on you. And if you're going to cheat on her, you're just going to cheat on her. That's just the reality.
Yeah. I think you're stretching though, because neither of us are saying that you should stop them from doing that. But it's finding the person
I don't think you can.
Well, no. You can definitely, bro. You can. You can definitely. Well, I'm not. This is not a thought. You can.
Yeah.
People can be controlling. People can stop you in relationships. That happens all the time. Guys don't let their girls go out. Girls don't let their guys go out.
So that's not.
Hold on. Let me finish my point.
Yeah.
It's not an if you can, because it happens. I think neither of us are saying though that you should. Like, you shouldn't stop your girl from doing what she wants to do. But if your girl always wants to do things that are just not appropriate, you should just reevaluate who your girl is.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. So you're saying that you can control somebody in their actions.
Yeah.
But the reality is that whether you should or should not, that's a different conversation.
I guess what conversation.
I guess what I'm saying. Hold on, wait.
Let
Let me just finish my thought. I'm saying that over the long term, eventually, that person is just going to resent you, and the relationship's not going to work, and they're going to end up doing whatever they wanted to do anyway.
Yeah.
Whether they have to end the relationship with you or not. So I mean, like, you really can't control.
You can, bro. That's the point that I'm making.
In the immediate time frame, yes, I agree with you. You can control. You can.
No. You're not agreeing with me. You're saying that
in the long term.
I'm not saying that.
Okay. In the long term, I don't think you can control anybody. Eventually, they're just going to either end the relationship or they're going to cheat on you.
Which is why you shouldn't try to control them, because you could, but like you're saying, in the long run, it's not going to work out for you.
What you're also saying is, like, touching back on, I don't know if I want to say your girl's name on the podcast,
yeah, you can,
but it's but here's the thing, like, he's saying it shouldn't even be a thought. It shouldn't even be like, will he get mad or not? It should be like, I don't want to do that because I have the best man at home, that I don't need to go out and do
But
that.
should you get?
Because if
Should
she's
you
going over her
allow?
single friends, you best believe she's the wing woman for her girl. And there's guys, and it's not guys don't go to the club by themselves.
Let me ask you this: Are you?
So
Are
she's
you?
got to play into it, and then you say your boy's like, "Yo, I seen your girl. She was with so and so, and they were with these dudes all night getting them drinks." Like that's a bad look. Even if she had no bad intentions, that's a bad fucking look.
But
It's
it sounds like
disrespectful.
it
Yeah,
sounds
that's all
like
it
the
is.
man, or let's say you right now, because you're just saying it right now.
Yep.
It sounds like you're creating, you're fabricating a situation for your woman. Meaning,
Well,
let's
well,
say
you're
hold
not
on,
very-
wait,
we're
hold
going
on.
over examples.
Well, there's-
Okay,
there's
let me just
evidence
finish.
here,
Let me
bro.
just finish real fast. So let's say she does go out and none of that happens.
Cool.
To no girls' nights.
Right.
But again, you're giving like a perfect scenario here because all we can take is data. The data is you're a single guy. You go out a lot. He's a single guy. He goes out a lot. I have plenty of single guy friends, and I hear about the fucking extravagant nights and all these chicks and
Sure.
what they do.
Yep.
The reality is most of the time, the women in that situation are entertaining those that situation.
All right. Let me ask you this:
We can
is
all
the-
pick a one off to play devil's advocate, but it's
Yeah.
not really.
No.
It's not good engagement. Like there's not a
No,
conversation.
I'm
there.
not playing devil's advocate.
course you are.
I'm saying that is it possible that where two people trust each other and one goes out?
I'm not
Hold on,
playing
wait,
devil's
Let me
advocate.
just finish.
Is it
Let me just
possible?
visual.
Of
Let
course,
me-
bro, it's
let me just finish.
possible. Nobody's talking about whether or
it's
not
not
it's
the
possible.
norm. It's
We're
not-
talking about
it's-
statistically what's more than likely
Is
to
it
happen.
not, okay? So is it not the norm in your relationships?
No, in just the world.
Okay.
I could say I could probably have the most experience in that because I go out like every weekend. And
And on the flip side, I have the most experience because I'm in a relationship.
yeah.
See, I think just saying that in and of itself, I think that's ignorant. I really do.
You can think that, but it's the experience.
Because we're
Experience
all
is
men
not
here.
ignorant.
We've all been through relationships. We've all
Yeah.
gone out. We've all had.
Well,
you know
I
what I'm
would
saying?
say
Well,
it's based on
we've
your...
all been in very different. You haven't been with somebody as long as we've been together
How do you know that?
because you just can't be that old.
What are you talking
How
about?
could you be with somebody for 18 years, bro? You told me how long you were with your
Well,
kid's
hold on.
mom for.
I-
So unless you were with somebody from when you were 2 to 20,
No,
because I know you. That's how. You act like you're some stranger
hold
I
on,
don't
wait,
know.
No,
All right, let me
You're
not assume.
discrediting my
No.
experiences.
Let me not assume.
based off
I'm just
of-
saying they're
yeah,
different.
yeah.
They're different. Let me not assume. Have you
But
ever
is it
been
really different?
Yes.
Because women are women and men are men. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
Okay, so then you agree then. When your girl is out, every
Yeah.
single dude in the world is going to try to bang her. And statistically, she's going to say yes.
Since the ancient times, going to the club was to go out and go home.
right,
with
the
let
the
me-
Romans were going to the club.
Jay's like, is it possible that your girl actually did slip, fall, and land on,
On
his
a dick.
Is it possible? Yeah, sure.
If the
It's
girls
possible.
were going out not to show off
Okay,
in front
then
of...
just trust her.
I'll
Just
tell you
trust
what,
her.
if the girls were going out dressed like the way some of them dress and they didn't want no guys seeing them, they'd go to the fucking lesbian bar or the gay club, okay? They wouldn't go to a club like a nightclub were designed for people to go there and hook up. It wasn't designed to be like,
Facts.
I just want to show off in front of my girls, and if there's guys there, well, I'm not talking to them. It's not a thing. I go out every weekend. I see girls that are in committed relationships that I know that are with people I know, and they're fucking around all the time. Like,
Yeah, but that's,
and that guy's fucking around too, so he's like, oh, that's so bad.
we
It's
agree
not
that that's anecdotal.
It's not anecdotal
It
because
obviously is.
All right, so
That's
all
not
evidence.
statistic.
Listen,
That's
all
not like-
evidence is anecdotal until somebody counts it and puts it on
Well,
paper.
no. It's anecdotal if you're saying from your personal experience.
Yeah, I'm saying from my
all right,
lived experience.
I agree. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying in your experience, you have never seen women go out that have mentioned like they have a boyfriend or anything and still gave you the time of day?
Oh yeah, because I'm the one that's fucking them.
Exactly.
Listen, when I was working at View, I had taken home a girl who was on her bachelorette fucking party. So I mean,
He's like, I took out a chick that was on her honeymoon.
yeah. Well, she was
husband was
getting married
asleep.
a week later, and I took her home. So I mean, that whole that's why I don't trust it. If I'm with a girl, it's like I won't go out either.
Yeah, but that's the
you
thing.
ain't fucking going.
The
'cause I know what
reality too is
happens.
like there's a reality
I feel
too.
you.
Like,
I definitely feel you. I hear it.
Because I'm that guy who's like, oh, she's got a boyfriend. Who cares?
well,
So-
bro, I think about the same way that I look at myself, bro. Because I got guys like you always want to like, hey, go to Foxwoods, we go to Shrine, we'll do all this. A lot of the guys
Shrine
from work
Tuesdays.
come to Shrine. I have no desire ever or like want to be in a nightclub. You know, catch me at a dive bar where I can control the jukebox and I'm chilling. That's one thing.
I haven't been
But,
to a nightclub in, like,
well, you went to Shrine or
time.
Red Lantern. Those are both nightclubs.
No, it's a restaurant. It's like a,
Yeah, it's a restaurant, bro. Fucking
It's a restaurant.
yeah,
That's
But it's like
we're good.
you go to Shrine
It's a
after
club,
that Red
bro.
Lantern.
It's not a club at all.
You can see inside the club from the bar.
You can, but that's not
a glass
club.
window into the club.
Yes,
that moves after dinner.
Josh, I got you.
And women
Josh.
come and sit on your lap for dessert.
No, those are clearly two different. One's called Shrine. One's Red Lantern. Red Lantern is the restaurant.
Right.
Shrine is the club.
When's the last
underneath
time you
it.
went to Shrine?
Probably a week ago.
Right.
You going
but see, and
Tuesdays?
listen, there's nothing wrong with that because you're a single dude. But me, like, when you invite me there, one of the reasons is I have no business there because the only purpose I would ever have to go to a
Try to hook up with a
nightclub
girl.
is to try to fucking hook up with a girl, to grab a
that's
chick,
not
to
the
dance
scene.
with me.
That's
That
not
is
the
the
scene.
scene.
No,
bro. I know
no,
what Shrine
it is. That's
Bro,
just-
fucking
hold on,
500
hold on.
people on a
Listen,
dance floor.
I'm like,
dancing.
wait, hold on, wait,
The
hold on.
percentage of someone sleeping there and having
Listen,
a hotel room is like 90%.
listen.
So you're going there to go sleep.
You're
with someone.
talking to somebody that's there fucking like 5 nights a week. That's not
tell
the
me,
scene.
Tell me what the scene is
The
at
scene
nightclubs.
is, listen, Paul was just there, Paul Carew, right? He was there with us. He brought 4 of his boys. We all had dinner, and we all fucking, after
Shrine?
dinner, at Red Lantern, and after dinner, we all fucking, dispersed.
But you didn't
It's-
stay at
it's
Shrine
not-
all night. You didn't party
Exactly.
at Shrine. Right,
I haven't been at Shrine in fucking
that's-
like 10 years.
But that's what I'm. All right, so you're fine.
That's
cool.
the club part of it.
That's
the
what I'm talking about, though. Like,
part
when
of
my
it
boys
is just,
invite me out to nightclubs, like I have no want or business to be there.
nobody's inviting you out to nightclubs, guy.
You crazy, bro?
Who's
I invite this guy out every night. Josh is going to come on
What,
one
what
night.
nightclub have you been to recently? Tell me.
Who, me? I go to, well, it's not any clubs anymore, but
Okay,
I
all
go
right.
out
So
every
now
weekend.
we're changing the conversation.
No, I'm saying like nightclubs since
I
the
was
pandemic.
at fucking
don't-
99 last
No, no.
weekend. They had the
Yeah,
music
no, I'm
so
saying
loud.
nightclubs since the pandemic don't really exist. It's bars that kind of turn into a dance floor.
But no,
so
the
sports and leisure,
Shrine, the
lounge,
Smart-
rock and rye, ours.
the Smart Green goes to-
follow me
the
on
Smart Green
Instagram. I
guys
go
go
out
to
every
Rhine all the
weekend.
time.
He'll tell you. I'm with bad bitches every weekend.
But they don't go as much as
I mean, I don't
I
wanna
do,
brag,
and
but
I'm
that's just
telling
what
you
it
that
is.
there's a
But
difference
no, but
between
they go for the club aspect.
part of it. They go to the Shrine. They don't go to
correct.
Red Lantern.
That's what I literally said that 9 million.
They
all
eat
right,
dinner
all
there
right.
before they go to the
Like,
club.
the fucking little bottle bitch brings the bottle that says, "Ah, let's
Yeah, yeah.
party."
Yeah.
You know, fucking all the chicks are like, "Oh my god, they're rich. Let's."
But
go
I would
home."
say if you're in a committed relationship, that should not even be a thing you want to
there's
do.
no business there, bro.
You
Just-
should be so grown up past that. Listen, if you're past 30,
So you're saying what I'm saying. So like, look, if
We're
you're
all
past
saying the
30,
same thing.
And if you guys have that trust element, then it's not a thing. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say I was very hungover when I got here, and I was getting hot and cold spells. Now I'm in the phase right now.
take your shirt off.
Have you ever been with a girl or a chick that where you completely trust, right? And it doesn't matter like what she does.
I
Yeah,
would
I
say based on my lived experiences,
But those
someone
are two
so much you can
separate
trust.
things, bro. Because it's like trusting them is one thing.
Hmm?
Allowing yourself to be disrespected is another.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like ego shit.
It can be ego shit, but ego is a
That's
real
how
emotion. It's a
men
reality,
are.
bro,
Men
at the
are
end of the day.
territorial. We're not jealous. Girls get confused. with
Listen,
jealousy
at the end of the
and
day,
territory.
if you know, right, if you wholeheartedly trust your girl and you know she's not gonna fuck anybody else, are you okay with her like just hanging out with her friend and sitting on his lap?
You want to hear something funny? I would
No,
never.
right, because it's
probably,
disrespectful.
you're probably
You wanna
talking
hear
to, like the
something
most
funny?
possessive motherfucker
Because
ever.
it's
Like, that would never
disrespectful, isn't it?
happen.
Is it or not? It's disrespectful.
Again, I feel what you guys are saying, but I'm saying like
the answer
in
is
a-
all you
in
got
a-
to say is yes. You
in
don't have
an
to use all
ideal-
his words.
In an ideal situation, right?
Yeah, we got
I'm just
Schiavone
saying,
liking the podcast.
Are you aspiring to be in a relationship? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Me?
Like I get what goes on.
I'm
Obviously,
not aspiring. I'm just in one.
like I would
I'm
love to be with a
inspired.
chick where like, hey, you want to go do? You want a girls' night? Go fucking do whatever. You want to go to the club? Go to the club. Whatever, yada yada. I know that that's
Put it
not
this
the
way.
norm. That's
if,
not the.
If you were with a chick and I kept seeing her at girls' nights out at the club, I'd probably have to slap you up and make you break up with her.
You want to know something funny though?
Because I love
So-
you as your friend, and I'm not
You
gonna
were
let you
saying
be
how,
disrespected
like with the
like
girls
that.
like sitting on people's laps. It's funny because all my
no,
friends.
my girl's never sitting on a dude's lap.
Not you.
I'm
I'm just saying.
gonna start punching people. I'm serious.
Jay's
I'm not
like,
kidding.
listen, I trust you, babe. You can go to the club, but you have to
No,
wear
I'm
this.
gonna start-
You have to stay this far away from every
I'm
person.
gonna
that's
start
there.
The only
punching
problem
And you need
I
to be
run
home by
into-
7.
I've punched people in the face for less. Like
It's
that's
funny
not gonna
because
happen.
me, I would never allow my girl to do that, but my friends that are in
Well,
these
allow.
relationships,
You can't allow, bro. Once you start using the word allow, it means you're stopping them from doing what they want, and you got to cut them loose anyway.
All right. Do you guys at least agree that you got to give your partner room to express themselves? Do you agree that? Or am I?
You have to let them do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, because if they're not in it, they're not in it. I
Yes,
mean,
bro. Because if they want to, you said it
You
earlier.
can't stop 'em, 'cause then
if
you're
they
just gonna
want to
fight.
do it, they're gonna do it anyway.
True. Very
Right.
true.
So don't
but you
ever
don't have
stop.
to agree to that.
You know, listen.
if you're in a relationship to change
You know,
someone, you're going to fight all the
agreeing
time.
is one thing. Trying to stop them is another thing. If you're not okay with it and they just want to do it, you're in the wrong spot.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you.
So it's just like fucking.
If you're in the
there's no
relationship to
point.
change someone, it's just going to be fighting in a battle
Well, if
the
you're
whole
just trying
time.
to stop them from doing shit, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to do it anyway, bro.
If you're with someone, it should be the person like, this is the person I want to be with, and not be like, this is going to be a lot of work.
But then you got to realize, too, that people change. So you could be with somebody for 10, 15 years, and they're fucking, everything is great. And then all of a sudden, they want to start doing this shit. Now what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like,
a
what,
whole
bro,
nother
like,
conversation.
what if my girl just wanted to start having a girls' night every fucking week?
And you got to say, get that
She wanted,
divorce
to be, at, she
paperwork
wanted to
ready.
be at Shrine
Yeah.
while Jay looks at her from Red Lantern eating fucking chopsticks.
She's like, I want to go to sports on
Eating
Saturdays.
chopsticks?
She's like, I see you. She's like, I see your friend Rhami there on Saturdays. I'm gonna start going there. But the funny thing is, I would never let, like you said, I would never let my girl be like sitting on my boy. But it's the funny,
see,
all my
let-
boys that are in relationships, all their girls do that to me, which is hilarious. But I would never allow it. If I had if I was with a steady relationship with a girl and she was like too touchy feely or sitting on my boy's lap, I would have a fucking.
You shouldn't, though. You should just cut her loose.
So
But all my boys' girls
let me,
don't leave me
I'm
alone.
gonna ask Rami. I'm
They
gonna ask you a
probably
question.
think you're gay.
Is that your?
No, they know I'm not gay.
Is that your insecurity, or is that her mentality that is?
I would
creating.
say. I would
the
say.
You
conflict.
think that's an insecurity, not wanting your girl on another girl's
No,
lap?
hold on. Let him answer the question.
Yo, James, that
Hold
dude
on.
that's like,
Wait,
won't,
hold
sleep
on,
with
wait,
a, won't sleep with a tranny, and he's like, that makes you homophobic.
No, hold on.
What if the tranny's Megan Fox?
Answer that question.
Give me that
is
dick,
it
Megan.
your insecurity, or is it her?
I would say a big confusion and what people think are insecurities from men are territorial things. So if that's my girl, it's not me getting jealous. It's being like, that's my fucking girl. Not my property. That's my fucking girl.
Yep.
I would take a fucking bullet for her. Don't you fucking sit on that guy's fucking lap. Are
What
you
if
fucking
he's like,
kidding me?
I would take
I mean,
a
what
bullet
if
for
it
her
was your
too.
boy? Would it?
No, my boy would already know not to do that.
Sit on your lap?
Yeah. I can't control what his girl does if she does it to me. But I wouldn't. If my girl
Oh,
did
you
that, she'd be-
definitely can't be like, get off my lap,
No,
bitch.
I've gotten to the point where I was a little too comfortable and I was like, listen, you gotta get
So
up.
the reason why I'm asking all these questions and kind of taking the stance that I'm in, my whole fucking life I've been classified as very possessive. You know, the same exact shit. I agree with
Yeah,
what you're
but you're
saying.
different,
But
bro.
hold on,
you
wait,
make your
hold on.
girl
Let me,
wear a fucking burqa outside.
no. Hold on. Let me just like.
Her hijab. She's wearing a hijab out
So
there.
based off of that, right?
Where's your hair, baby?
Based off of being like possessive like that, whatever, yada yada.
Controlling.
Well, I don't know. There's tons of
Narcissistic.
there's tons
Rapey.
of words. No, okay, chill, bro. That you can like throw in there. But the reality is that you know what I think at some point I realized that it's actually me. It's actually me that is. I'm trying to
He's
control.
like, here's the NDAs before we continue this conversation.
I'm trying to make somebody be something that they're not. Right?
Well, that's what he said. You shouldn't be with that person because it's just going to be catastrophic the whole time.
Exactly. Yes,
Right.
I agree.
So
Yes.
that's the thing is like you can't be with somebody that is not going to do right by you.
Yeah.
Speaking of doing right by you, if you need any work done to your car, you gotta go see my boy.
I got a good
George.
phone voice. You need me to do this?
You got it. No, they didn't pay for any more.
Oh,
You can do Jay's.
Rox is
Hey,
done.
you want to do this here.
Hold on, go after me though.
Send
you
the
know,
money.
Like I said, if you hey, mute them if they keep yapping. People pay for this space. If you need any work done to your vehicle, or if you need a new vehicle, you got to go see my boy George. Boy George. Down over at Division Street Auto Sales and Service. You know, they're located in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I want to say it's 595 Division Street. There it is. If you're just tired of dealing with the same old bullshit mechanics that kind of dick you around, or they give you some shit that you don't really need, they're just trying to make money off you. George is not that guy. You know, he's been fixing my cars, my family's cars for the last fucking 15 years. You know, he's my brother. We see each other a couple of times a week. Listen, it sounds like I'm just blowing the dude right now, but you will never meet a more selfless person than George.
He's trying to blow him.
And he owns the place. So that speaks for his employees, his entire staff. They're going to do right by you. If you need a car, they got safe, good, reliable vehicles for a fair price. He's just, small local business, mom and pop. They've been around for like fucking almost 100 years.
George is
and they're
good
just
dude.
going to do right by you. All right? Whether you need, your tires rotated, you need a new transmission, there's no job that's big or too small. I love the guy. I trust him. I don't really need to read the whole spiel.
He's fair.
He's fair. Yeah, there's just if you get a mechanic that's fair that you can trust, shit,
That's worth $1 million.
That's tricky, man. So
I only go
like
to
I said,
Guatemalans to fix my
go
car.
to
Okay.
Well,
Is he?
these are Portuguese guys. So
Same thing.
Same thing. So like I said, go see George. Give him a call. 401-723-7080. Guys, shush. Or stop in at 595 Division Street Auto to my boy George. Division Street Auto Sales, baby. I don't know why I got so hyped.
Well, they got the guy
Must
with the
be
best
A.
haircut reading the haircut one. So if you want reliable, good service on getting a fresh haircut, you got to go to Cambino Cuts. You know, if you're looking for a barbershop that delivers exceptional haircuts with decades of combined experience, look no further than Cambino's Cuts. Located
Cambio.
Cambio's Cuts, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, located at 190 Putnam Pike in Johnson, Rhode Island. And reachable at 401-580-6651. I mean, look at my haircut, guys, when we get off back to the stream.
Opa.
Provides all types of haircuts for the beard services, from our basic cuts to complex designs. Their experienced barbers take pride in attention to detail, making sure every client leaves feeling on point.
Yes, sir.
Do we go through this whole thing?
No, that was a good job, man. That was a
Okay.
good job.
Hey, well, give them the phone number if they want to.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, again, on 190 Putnam
like
Pike
this.
in Johnston, 401-580-6651. Do we have any specific barbers there that are making you look good? On a
And
weekly
Cambio,
basis?
baby. He's
And
the G,
Cambio.
bro.
There
Any
you
one
go.
of their certified staff can take care of you.
And when we return to stream, you can see my
Certified.
haircut. You
good
can
word.
tell these guys are on point. I mean,
You said that already.
yeah. That's why I thought it was funny I got that one.
Shout out to my boy Cambio, man. We love
He's
you,
like-
dude. He's just a G in all seriousness. He's like,
Go visit the Gambino
he's the only
family.
barber that's cut my hair the last 10 years, man. You know, I find somebody good. I like to keep the money in my circle.
Well, when you get a barber, it's almost like you
Dead
always
end.
got to see the same guy because you want the consistent look. But that guy's in charge of how you look. So, I mean, if you have a guy that you've had for a long time, that says something about his craft.
Facts.
Again,
Yo,
so Cambio's Cuts over there at Johnson.
All right, relax, guy.
Yo, did I see this accurately, Brendan? I feel like you know a little more about like pop culture than I might.
Say you're
Did I
gay.
see? No. I'm just like he's just hip. You know what I mean? He's a little younger than me.
He's
Was this accurate? Did Chris Brown beat up Usher yesterday?
What?
Yeah, dude. I saw like a little article I skimmed through.
Were they having like a moonwalking competition or something?
I don't
What
know,
happened?
man. I think
Chris Brown
Maybe beat up in a dance battle?
no.
So is Chris Brown 2-0 right now?
Rihanna and
But
Usher.
recently,
yeah,
fucking
Rihanna and Usher.
6ix9ine got jumped. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Brown's
He's
seen
beat up.
arguing
He's
with
beat up
Usher.
2 pop icons now.
Oh, so all they did was argue. I read that he.
Well, Chris Brown, he be putting hands on people.
Listen,
man.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know what it was. It made me feel a little old because when I read that, I'm like, Chris Brown beat up Usher. Like, fuck.
I thought he beat up women.
I'm disappointed. Like, I would expect Usher. You know, like I grew up listening to Usher. I look at Usher as like a grown man. I look at Chris Brown kind of like a young boy. You know what I mean?
Young
like,
fuckboy, yeah.
Like, damn, why did he fuck? How did he beat up Usher?
You can't disrespect the OG, man.
But then I started realizing, and I'm like, damn, like I matured with Chris Brown's music. You know what I mean? So he's not a little bit. He's like a grown man too. But Usher's just like the GOAT, man. R&B GOAT, bro, of his
I still
generation,
listen
right?
to it. I still listen to it.
So let me ask you guys this. This is something we've talked about, I think, on Two Stupid Dogs podcast.
Is that the good shit or is that?
R&B GOATs, right?
Yeah,
do you
it's
have
not- it's
do
not
you have
opportunity.
anything different that
question.
you would say about my opinions? Say we were going to start at the 90s. I would have to give the 90s to R. Kelly, the 2000s to like 2008-ish to Usher, and then everything after that to Chris Brown.
What about Neo?
Listen,
You get an honorable mention.
he's got an honorable mention.
Okay.
JT would get an honorable mention.
Okay.
T-Pain would also get an honorable
What about
mention.
Miguel?
Nope, no
This is
honorable mention for
2000
him.
after 2000. You're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, yeah, a bunch of honorable mentions. But here's the thing: is I can't put any of those people above Chris Brown.
So when we go earlier
After
than them,
2000, you're saying?
Yeah.
If we go earlier than-
after like 2008,
if we go earlier, what about like Keith Sweat?
That's
again,
like 90s.
he would get an honorable
90s,
mention, but he's
yeah.
not beating R. Kelly, bro.
But Jodeci
Really?
is definitely 90s.
Casey and
But
JoJo.
again, they're
Yeah,
all
you
great,
can't
all
fuck with
great,
them.
bro. Honorable mentions, bro.
Yeah.
Are any of them? Can you definitively put them above R. Kelly?
But how many R. Kelly songs can you
absolutely.
mention that are like just straight bangers from back then?
It's probably like 2.
What ones?
Obviously, I Believe I Can Fly.
That's not like an R&B. That's not like a love
that's
song.
like a
That's
movie
just like that was like
My mind's telling me no,
my body.
but my
I mean,
body,
that's a banger. That's a classic.
my body.
But in the
love singing
90s,
for these
Jodeci
bitches.
is definitely fucking that. You
112, right?
Well, I can give Joe.
112.
I know. Listen, 112 has a sneaky good
with
fucking
Biggie, that song with
Rolodex.
Biggie was fire. And
Only
Puff-
You.
Yeah.
I know I
Yes.
do.
Yeah,
Yo, so
absolutely.
112 has a sneaky good portfolio of music.
even
man.
Blackstreet was
No
still,
Diggity.
That's the only thing I know about Blackstreet.
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, No Diggity.
Also, Jodeci.
Don't leave me.
yeah.
He's been saying.
Yeah.
Who was I just saying? I'm drunk.
I can't believe
Jodeci,
Keith
one
Sweat's
song,
not
bro.
like the number
Come
one
and talk to
GOAT,
me.
dude. I
Why?
can still play Keith
Nobody?
Sweat, girl.
Bring
What
up
else is there?
Jodeci's
Twisted.
Twisted,
Twisted.
okay too.
The Weeknd's the
Yeah,
new jam
yeah.
for the ladies, but I mean, Keith Sweat still puts it down. I got to
know
know.
who's-
Jodeci #1 hits.
Bro, they got fucking.
Freaking You. Oh, that's
Nah.
fire.
That's dog shit, bro.
what?
Forever My Lady.
Come and
Cry
come
for
and talk
You.
to me is the only real banger they have on that
and
list.
Talk
Freaking
to
You
Me.
is a good
Yeah.
song.
See,
Of
that's
course.
the only one Jay knows.
What? Are you
He,
kidding me? I know all of those.
He yelled out titles, but he only sang one.
This one's a good cookout.
What are you
song.
talking about? I know
All
all of
right, do
those.
me a
That's all
singer.
my
Get out.
time.
Who's that? Oh.
This is a good cookout song. Get on up.
Who's here?
Who that? Who?
And then
who
what
that?
about Blackstreet? Type in.
There's like no diggity, and that's it.
No, no,
The
no,
way you
no.
working.
Don't leave me, girl. Yeah, that's a song. Tyrese was big back then.
Tyrese.
How you gonna act like that?
Sweet
Tyrese was huge.
How you gonna act?
Or even Joe.
I Want to Know by Joe.
I wanna.
Oh, how about remember the other dude, Stutter by Joe?
Oh, yes.
I don't know,
That was a classic. Yeah. Yes.
You're lying. What a banger, bro.
That was from the Exit Wounds movie, wasn't it?
Ooh, John Legend, bro.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
whatever happened to fucking R&B? Who's in R&B right
bro.
now?
The
Like,
Weeknd.
who's- But that's like pop music.
Yeah, but he's
It's
still
a little
R&B
more
though.
poppy, bro.
I think R&B kind of
Bruno
phased
is
out.
still
It did.
Yeah, it's well, it's
club
evolved.
bangers now.
It's
Club
evolved,
bangers
you know. It's
now,
evolved
right?
a lot.
Yeah. It's kind of merged with pop. I
I
think.
mean, yo, Bruno still has some R&B bangers, bro. Don't sleep.
yeah.
on
Yeah,
that,
but he's
dude.
always classified as pop.
but R&B
No
had its
way.
phase.
You listen to
We're out of the
fucking
R&B phase.
You listen to Versace on the Floor. That's not pop, bro. That's R&B.
Yeah, but we had
played-
that phase like when it was Neo
Hey,
and
look who's watching.
Who's the other dude that sings?
Brandon.
How you gonna up and leave me now? Yeah, that's a banger.
They have.
That shit reminds me of like middle school.
There was a
bro.
phase where so many R&B guys came out though. It was Neo. It was
Bro,
Chris
I'm-
Brown.
hold on,
They
hold
all
on.
came
let
out
me,
like
let
the
me give
same
you
thing.
somebody who is probably slept on and has 2 albums, bro. 2 of the best albums I've ever heard that you can listen to start to finish without skipping, and that's my boy, The Dream.
Yep.
The Dream. I love you, Jay. I'll just go fuck myself, bro. Brandon goes, I love you, Jay.
Yeah, the Dream was fire back in the day.
No, The Dream is, dude.
I
Brandon,
thought he was
hate,
Neo.
it's
Actually,
all
when I said
homo.
Neo, I meant the Dream. They kind of
Love,
look alike.
yo, Love, Hate, and Love versus Money. Woo. And the boy, not even, the song's fire, bro. He's just crazy talented.
Yep.
Betty Joseph's good music. Thanks, Mom.
There's a couple ones that we forgot about.
Mama
I
Pilardi.
mean, T-Pain is, you know.
Omarion kind of went R&B back then.
Omarion,
Who's that
I
other guy
don't
that sing,
know. Omarion, I don't know.
I Want to Love. What was that guy? That young kid. That's.
How about Boys to Men? They were a big part of the 90s.
Mario had a, yeah,
he had a couple
little
bangers.
stint. He had a little
He didn't
stint.
have a lot. He had
Well, Boys
big
to Men,
ones.
bro. Was
Boys to Men was
fucking
classic.
End of the Road.
Yeah. See, the thing is,
Well,
that's a
End
group.
of the Road, fucking Water
End
Runs
of the
Dry.
Wolf,
or
Water Runs
whatever.
Dry. I'll make love to you.
Yes,
make
on
love-
Bended
Fucking
Knee.
on Bended Knee, the One Sweet Day with Mariah,
Oh,
bro.
man. One Sweet
Motown
Day.
Philly, if they just
Well,
That's why I
put
go
it
to
together.
Keith Sweat with that's like
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Even though, what's that? Oh, T-Pain Short, yeah, that's a banger. Even though I'm not your man, you're not my girl, I'm
Like Brandon's singing the music in the
But
chat.
yo, remember the
Keith
the
Sweat.
Dream
What
had
did he
those
have?
fucking-
Twisted,
Nobody
Twisted is fire too. Yep.
Yo, that's a fucking classic.
But remember the
Nobody-
Dream, bro? The Dream had those like,
Panties are
banging
coming off
fucking
the Keith
summer
Sweat.
hits, bro. Like
rocking that
she
thing
rocking that
with the
shit
remix
like
with Jewels and all that. That shit
Jewel-
was
oh, how about
fire.
the other
Joel
one?
Santana. Fuck.
Falsetto
Shorty.
by
No, Shorty is the shit with
yeah.
who's in the
What about Fab?
who's in the fucking
Fabulous?
remix to that one?
Fabulous. He did some R&B. Traded All those Traded All remixes.
my
Come
God,
on,
bro.
Oh, I Need a
also
Girl by
banger.
Puff Daddy.
Part 2 though.
Yeah,
Part 2
yeah.
is smacks. Bro.
All right.
was
That's
listening
how I used to
that
dress
shit.
in high school. The
what's-
jersey on.
What's the ultimate fucking music?
R&B.
Weeknd.
R&B.
Well, no,
R&B is
obviously
the
that
best music.
genre, but I'm saying who?
Oh, you mean like fucking music?
Is it
Lil Weeknd.
Jodeci when you're
Lil
playing?
Weeknd.
Like, okay.
Nah. What, the best like fucking song?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Weeknd.
I'm gonna tell you guys right
I'm
now.
not
Weeknd,
playing.
huh?
I'm not playing
Yeah.
System of a Down. I mean, we're
No,
playing
no.
The Weeknd or something.
The best actual like baby making song.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
Well, you've made Baby, so you got to tell us.
Probably Red Light District by TLC.
All right, I'll fuck with you.
Baby, it's yours.
You know what's fucked up is I always go to Sade, and nobody ever mentions that.
Because it's whack.
No, what, are you fucking kidding me?
I was gonna also
Classic.
say Weak by was it SWV? That'll get you some
SOS
love.
band?
That'll get you some love.
What about the SOS band? We go old.
I get so weak in my balls.
I get so weak in my balls.
Yeah, R&B, bro. Good R&B, man. That is just the shit.
What is Brandon saying?
Sane,
Brandon, what are you saying?
I know
Like,
that is.
even though you're not
Yeah,
my
that's a slept on
man.
guy too.
Who?
Sane or whatever his name is.
Sade is
Sade,
fucking
whatever.
fire, bro. Hey, look up Sade's. Oh, sorry, my bad.
You're good. You guys
Number
want
one
this?
hits.
You guys
No,
want that?
I'm good. I don't use drugs.
If you want to fuck,
Smooth
place,
operator.
yeah, of course.
Sade is
Smooth
cool,
operator.
bro. Smooth operator. That's Sade, that old ass shit.
No, man.
That
No
shit's
ordinary
not-
love. Fucking. Oh my god.
Bro, well, here's the thing. All right, so what do we talk? We need to talk post and pre 1970. Because if you're talking about best baby
Bro,
making
chill
music
out,
of the
bro.
fucking 60s,
fucking-
this is you.
70s.
Yeah, sure. You see, we saw
Like,
Beethoven
hey,
up there. We saw Sade and Beethoven together.
What's the best
Slave
slave owner?
owner.
Music? Fucking Mozart.
Slave owner on the screen.
Jay-
You're stupid.
Jay's like, pull up the song from when I was in fucking high school. Fucking, it's like a conductor
Yeah.
doing an orchestra, bro.
Hey, I lived during the greatest fucking time for R&B music. That was the
90s and 2000s?
Yeah.
All of us did, bro.
Yeah, I'm
No,
35.
you guys didn't
All of us
appreciate
did,
90s
bro.
the way I did.
All of us did.
You guys were like a fucking sperm cell.
All of us did, bro. I know more 90s R&B than you can even
I've
fucking
seen him
count
sing
hairs.
it. I mean, if you go to my
All of
Instagram,
it,
you'll
bro.
see his
All of it,
his
bro. the good shit,
the
though.
slide in with the ripped jeans.
I wouldn't consider Enrique R&B.
I agree.
Was he?
Brandon, I agree.
I like how he went from that and then doing Balindo and actually doing music like in.
Bailamos.
That's not even up there. That's not up
We
there.
could have a karaoke night
No,
again.
listen to bro. I would carry
Why, you
you
sing?
every church.
No, I watched these guys sing. It was hilarious.
You're like, we should have a karaoke night. I'll watch you guys sing.
Yeah. I'll stay over with the ladies. You guys serenade them for me.
What's going on, boys?
We got Papi Chulo over here.
Dímelo,
Bobby
mami.
Chulo.
Dami Culo.
All goats, though. All goods. All goods. Who we missing? We leaving anybody out? No, we said
Well,
Mario.
there's when you're talking about the '90s R&B, there's H Town. Somebody's
Chill.
Fucking someone's grandma and all that shit, dude.
Chill. Shy got the one banger, bro.
Yeah, Shy's got one song.
Shy got the one
Double
banger.
Vote. Yeah.
Oh, Drew Hill.
Ooh.
Yeah. I forgot.
I
about
remember
that.
that Drew Hill song, was it? I should be a boyfriend.
Damn,
Jagged
look,
Edge.
They're all
Jagged
from the
Edge.
fucking
Jagged
90s.
Edge.
Hey,
Oh,
look
we
at
did?
it. They're all from the
Baby
fucking
girl, I
90s,
traded all
right?
money,
Soul for
cars, and
Real.
everything.
Escape. That's a bunch of girls, right? Destiny's Child. Bangers.
I'm telling you, 112 has some
Next,
heat,
Close.
bro.
He had one
No,
song, though,
112
right?
is banging, dude.
He had Close.
As yet, last night
Yes.
I was inside of you. Mad graphic, bro.
Yo.
Last night I broke you in two. Wait, that's not the
And
lyrics.
this was love music, like appropriate love music back then.
That's what, I said that last week because we used to, bro, in the 90s, we were like serenading women. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
now it's just like,
she,
Now it's
was that
Megan
song
Thee
she
Stallion.
played? Bella played that song last week. It was like, be my bitch.
yeah.
Be my bitch.
Well, you got Megan Thee Stallion, knees on my hands on my knees, and all that other stuff. Like I love hearing that shit when I'm at the club. But
With all the fucking.
so
taking-
who's
all the
relevant
taking
right
women.
now today? Like who's topping the charts? I don't even know.
The Weeknd is still big, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not hip.
Is
to
he
like a
topping
lot
the
of new
charts
music,
right now?
man.
I think he's like #1 or whatever. I think that he didn't show up to the thing because he didn't get an award, and he was still #1. I think that
I'm
was
not
a
hip
big
to a
drama.
lot of new music. Post Malone, is he considered R&B? He's kind of
There's a lot
soft.
of female now.
What is that? SZA? Is that
I
like
thought, it was
Wu-Tang
S-
Clan?
I thought her name was
What the fuck?
SZA. I don't even know who the fuck she
I was
is. I've
been
seen
like,
people
Zah.
posting her.
Let's see.
I thought the S was like General Sa or something.
But then I
like
thought
that,
Sade
General
was saying,
Sa
"There's my boy
chicken.
Miguel still killing it.
Yeah, he's top right. Old top
Sure
right.
thing still bangs."
So I have no idea who.
Weekend. This is a good song. I like this one. Play
Yeah,
play
that's
the
just
class.
Future. There
That's
you
just
go.
whack.
Road to the streets.
Whack, whack,
Blinding
whack.
lights.
Blinding Lights is still topping the
What
charts.
is this, bro? What
the
What
Whitney
list is
Houston?
this? What list is this guy?
She even alive?
iTunes top, all right.
Oh, Bobby Brown, bro.
Bobby
Brown's that guy.
That's Iron Man should be.
What group was he in? What group was Bobby Brown in?
Bobby Brown was by himself, but he was
no,
also
no,
He was in the
Vogue.
Beat and his
No,
wife
no, no.
band.
or
Bro,
New Edition.
New Edition. There you go.
Yeah,
New
yeah.
Edition, bro.
Mr. Telephone Man.
There's something wrong with my life.
Yeah, we said Mario, Brandon.
Yo, I respect the fact that you know that.
Yeah.
I get a click every time.
Mr. Telephone
Bro, I ripped out. I
Man.
dialed 611 to be of service.
What did you think of the UFC
Yo,
last
that's
night?
fucked up. I'm taking
That's
back
my
that you
shit,
know
bro.
that.
I know all that New Edition. Girl, I've got a secret. See if you can guess.
Josh, you watched
Yo,
UFC
you
last
do
night?
know it. That's so
Huh?
fucked
You
up.
watched UFC last night?
Of course, bro.
Very mediocre last
All right.
night, I think.
Yeah.
Sterling beat that dude's ass, huh?
I mean, he barely won a split decision, but sure.
What do you mean?
They
Bro,
both
he-
didn't show up, I think.
I'm just saying, like by the numbers.
The
like,
numbers. He was like
barely won, bro.
yeah,
3 to
split
1.
decision
Bro,
is
he
like
won
the
a
coin
split
flip.
decision one.
Yeah,
split decision.
split decision's like a coin flip. It's
Like you could have given the win to either one and nobody.
either
would've
one
cared.
could have
This
got
shit
it.
was just
Boring
boring.
It
ass
seemed like they
fight.
both didn't show up. It was kind of
Was
like
it Erica Badu? Damn, why are you going all Indian shit on us, Brandon?
Let me call Tyrone.
Brandon's like Erica Badu. How about Macy Gray? I try to say goodbye.
She sound like fucking Donald or Daffy Duck or whatever the fuck.
But she was terrible. I hated her so much. I mean, yeah, I feel like we're kind of discrediting some of the women too, because you have to, Alicia Keys should be in these conversations.
Yeah, and she's bad. Alanis Morissette didn't sing
What is that? I'm giving hater energy.
R&B, did she?
I don't know. Brandon's coming at me sideways. So I don't know what it is.
I think Maya's kind of controlled that
Bro,
whole
listen,
thing.
Maya's music was dog shit, but she was so
TLC.
fine, bro. She was so fine.
Sierra was fine too.
Lauren Hill.
Sierra, bro. Didn't she have a ding-a-ling?
Sierra.
Does she?
You never heard? Remember that?
Remove
rumor
that.
we were
Remove
kids,
that from the pod. Young Jamie.
bro? She had a ding-a-ling, bro.
Replace her name with Sade. or whatever.
Madonna. Damn, man, I miss R&B, bro. But you know, I don't even miss it.
know what's crazy?
I still just listen
They
to
got
it all the
Britney
time.
Spears on there. How old was Britney Spears when she actually made "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" and everyone was like in love with her?
17, maybe
Yeah, she was-
16.
She wasn't
Bro,
even legal.
she's fucking
She's still
crazy
trying to
now,
yeah,
though.
she is.
nuts now.
She lost
Yo,
her
they
fucking
need
shit.
to give her back to her dad, ASAP Rocky, because like she's not well.
Well, I think the problem is, I mean, she's been pumped full of anti-psych meds for like the last 10 years. You can't just release her back into
The
without,
wild.
Like, you gotta, no,
let her
she
be
should have
free,
like,
bro.
like what? Put her in custody of her sister because her dad's, I guess, crazy and taking all of her money, right?
her in a
But
fucking
she's gotta
loony bin, bro.
slowly,
She's nuts,
no
dude.
social
Brandon,
media.
I agree with you.
No
I agree
social
with
media,
you.
like slowly back into the culture because she's like lost her
You agree
mind.
with him? Her latest photo? What do you mean?
It looks like some girl I brought home.
No,
last
you know
night
what
when
it
she
is?
woke
I
up.
think Britney found herself outside of the her personality and her image was created by Nickelodeon and
Yo, you
fucking
don't
whatever,
follow
yada,
her
yada.
on any Instagram or anything.
No,
do you?
no.
That if you did, you would know
But
she's
I
fucking
have
tapped,
seen the
bro.
recent
Nah,
like
bro,
where
I'm
she's
telling you.
dancing like she's like an old woman now.
But it's
She's,
like an
chill.
everyday thing, bro. She's got teenage sons.
She uploaded
She's
those
posting
nudes.
naked and
She
shit.
put the
She's
yeah.
still
nudes
trying to
up.
be relevant.
She
Like,
put the
I
nudes
get
up
it.
too. She
She's
uploaded
just
nudes
losing
on her
mind.
Instagram.
She types all these rants that don't make any fucking sense,
Yeah,
bro.
she's all
Like,
blown
lo-
out from all the
she's
drugs
losing.
and shit. I mean, and
She's
not like not.
blown
I'm
out.
saying anti-psych meds they gave her. They probably pumped her. And
Oh, yeah, I'm not
zombied
listening.
her
I'm
out
not-
for
I'm not
years.
blaming
All right,
her.
hold on, wait. Speaking of blown out, so
Whoa.
What'd you do this weekend?
have you ever fucked a chick that had a child already versus fucked a chick that hasn't had a child? Is there a difference there?
Me, definitely, since I have a child. Yeah, I mean,
I'm asking the question. I don't know.
yeah, like when you have a child, it's just like, never mind. I'm like, I can't.
I built these walls.
Have you
gonna
ever fucked
say-
a chick that had a
I
child?
was gonna say
Yeah.
there's more hands.
You have. All right. Is there a difference between her and let's say somebody that hasn't had a child? I like your watch, by the way.
It's just an Apple Watch, but there's not really a difference. It's not a big difference.
No.
I don't notice any difference.
No.
You guys are fucking lying ass
way better.
motherfucking piece of shits.
Mom pussies are way better.
Yo,
I mean, it's been
This
at
girl's
least
listening to the pod.
it's been 13 years since I've had not mom pussy, so it's just great to me.
I don't know what the
What do you
fuck
think,
you guys
Jay?
are talking
Jay,
about.
what do you think?
Chicks
Brent.
that haven't had children, they're like a million times better. It's like,
Yeah, but if that girl
like
has like a
night and day.
200 body count, is she still a million times better than a girl who's had a baby?
yes. Yep.
I think all of this is just
Subjective.
retarded, to be honest with you. None of it is accurate.
No,
Brandon's
it's
like, mom
very
pussy's way
accurate.
better. It comes with Capri
Hey,
Suns.
listen. Oh, no, never mind.
Mom pussy comes with snacks. It's the same shit, bro.
You got
It
hater
goes
energy.
back to the regular size. Like, what's the difference?
No, it doesn't though.
It does,
It's,
bro.
it's so different. It's like
No, they said it's a muscle. It doesn't really
Yes.
get
Yeah,
where
bro.
it's blown out.
No,
I
what,
mean, it
that's
just gets
he's
stronger.
disagreeing with
That's
you,
why-
you shithead.
that's why chicks like.
Jay's like, yes.
Well, no,
Wait.
I'm saying like that's why chicks do like Kegels and shit. Like Kegels. It
Why do
sounds
you-
like
so
a
why do
fucking
you
like
do
winter
Kegels?
coat fucking
Sounds
department
like a
store.
squeeze it.
Sounds like a
Literally
breakfast cereal.
Sounds like a fucking.
Mom, make me a bowl of
That's
Kegels.
where you buy your winter coats from. You're like, I just bought my winter coat from Kegels.
Instead of Kroger, I went to Kegels.
I want some Kegels and strawberries.
I remember
Some
fucking a
crushed
chick
berries.
the first time, for the first time that she had a child, whatever. And I noticed a difference. Like,
Well, if it was
Night
like
and
2
day.
days later, maybe because he started to take our fucking diaper off, bro. But like
Chill,
a
guy.
6 months
Chill,
later, you're not gonna
chill,
know.
chill.
Yeah. It'd have to be like right after, I guess, which would be very odd that would happen.
He's like, I noticed right away because the baby
all right,
was
the last
grabbing
chick
my
that
dick.
you fucked, was she? Did she have a child or not have a child?
Not have a child.
Okay, all right.
But
When's
then
the
if
last
I
time
go into my
have
age
you
group,
fucked a
they
chick
all
that
have
had a child?
Yes.
And you
Have you
didn't
fucked a
notice the
child?
difference at that time? You're like, it's all wet to me, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's willing to have sex with me. There's nothing wrong with it, I think.
It's willing to have sex.
Yeah. It's. I've had just. My buddy told me. So this is. We were at this bar one night, and my boy was with me, and one of the bartenders comes over who I know, and she tells my friend, she goes, my other friend who's bartender thinks you're cute, whatever. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I've actually had sex with your friend. And she doesn't even remember. This is how some of these girls are. And he told me when he banged this girl, he was leaving in the morning. He was like, yo, this girl was loud as fuck. She was a freak. He was leaving. He's walking out of her house, and he walks by her son's room. And he's just sitting there with his action figure, just like playing with the door wide open. And he's like, damn. This girl's a scandalous, dude. Some of these girls are scandalous, bro.
Nasty. I'm so glad I don't have a daughter. Sorry, Jay.
Hey, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
That'd be. I would not.
There
want
are
to have
just
a daughter.
fears that I don't deal with. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd be like Bad Boys too if I had a fucking daughter. That'd be how that motherfucker's me.
you ever been with a man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to?
I've Josh come over. You ever been with a man?
I've already told my daughter. I've already told her mother. Like, I will punch a kid. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding around.
I feel like that sucks to have a girl if you're. That's just
It
terrible.
does. It sucks. It does suck.
Because you're gonna want to kill anyone who goes near her. I
Well,
hope
what
she's
do
ugly
they
with
say?
a
Like
fucking
me
bad
as a
name.
son, I have 2 sons, so I only have to worry about 2 dicks.
Yeah.
Jay's got a daughter, so he's got to worry about
The world.
every dick.
The world.
Like, every dick.
Yeah, that's the worst.
What can you do, bro?
Hope that she's ugly and give her a bad name.
Hope that she's ugly.
Give her Bertha and hope
you
she
talking about?
send her to school in overalls every day. No makeup, nothing.
No, the reality is, though, when it comes to having a daughter, hopefully you try to instill in her that she makes the right decisions.
She respects herself, you know.
I can't protect her from life.
I would
can't,
say with the current culture, it'd probably be impossible because the fact that she listens to you on
Thank
Cardi
you.
B is
Thank you for
probably not
making me
gonna
feel
happen.
better, guy.
She's gonna be like, "That's what Dad says," and he's like, "That's what Dad says." But
So-
Cardi B says to do this. So,
No,
I'm like,
right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
absolutely right, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm irrelevant in her life in the sense
and you,
of where,
you
like,
look
I'm
at
not cool.
you look at some of the
I'm
girls
not,
who are role models right now, and it's like trash.
It
It's,
is. You're right.
Basura.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, they say they do one thing, but then they're the
Garbage.
bitch in the relationship, but they're like promoting something else. Like, well,
Yeah.
you got Cardi B getting cheated on by a man all the time, cooking him dinner, and then she's like, "Don't listen to any of these guys. Don't do this." And she like, "You're
Cardi
your guy's
B
bitch.
is a fucking dirty cunt. That's
Oh, whoa.
She's just
whoa,
disgusting.
stop.
Yeah,
I
she's
can't even
pretty gross.
imagine that she's like
Stop. Listen.
a role model for young women.
All right,
It's like
enough is enough,
she's
bro.
fucking
You can
disgusting.
disrespect
Wasn't
a
she
lot
Bill
of people.
Cosby and people
hold on,
too?
hold on.
yeah,
She's Bill Cosby
she's just like a
people.
trash person.
Don't let your insecure little ego start disrespecting the queen of
stop it,
rap.
guy. Come
right
on.
now.
Do I like how girls? Do I like how girls dance to her music? Yes, but I do not like her. I say
Cardi
in general.
B is a G. Don't disrespect.
She was
her.
like
She's a
raping guys
fucking-
back in the day, right?
But
No
have
one
you ever
cares.
heard her?
She's a
that song with
scumbag
Bruno
piece of
Mars, "Please
shit.
Me," because that's a banger.
Probably not. I
She's a
don't.
piece of
banger.
shit. She just really is. She really is.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, she's a
She's
piece of
fucking
shit.
cesspool. Like
Yeah, but she's just like
girls
she's
look
a,
up to
she's
her.
a great
It's
musical
absolutely
artist.
disgusting, I
Nah,
mean.
she's.
Why does who she is as a person matter?
What? What? Of course it
Like, what's the
matters.
difference between her and LeBron James?
Probably
Why
not
does
many
it matter?
differences. I'd assume probably not many
I'm
differences.
just saying. she's
Let's
a
just talk
piece of
about her
shit.
stats.
Her stats are probably greater than his. She might be the goat, the throat goat.
Facts.
How is that a bad thing?
I mean,
I guess it depends on who you're referring to. It's like a chick you're about to bang, like, nice, throw go.
yeah.
If it's your aunt, you're like, oh, I don't know about this.
She was a G back in the day.
Are you guys drinking this, or am I the only one that fucking?
I had a shot. He had a shot.
Oh, you've had the least of all of us.
Stop it.
I've had 4 shots.
I'm
3
coming in and
glasses.
out of my hangover. I'm like,
Calm the
it's going
fuck
away.
down. All right, bro. We don't use
Where'd
language
you
like
go?
that.
You were
My
at
hangover?
We're
SNL?
coming in and out of shit on this
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
You were at SNL
You
last
might get
night.
coming
Yeah, I got
in
home
on-
at 5 a.m.
Ooh, man, that's tough.
Is this before or after you were trying to fucking yell to homegirl upstairs?
I forgot to do that actually because I forgot what parking lot she lives above, so I didn't want to yell up and some guy be like, "Go home!" And it's like some random dude. But yeah, she said some parking lot next to Sports. I just don't know which one it is.
Okay.
Shout out to Bella.
Shout out to Bella.
She's a
Bella,
G.
She is.
Shout out to the MFB.
Hey, for real?
MFB.
When she was on the
mean
podcast, whatever, her
FMB?
personality.
FMB?
Future Mom Biddy.
Oh, I thought it was MFB.
Future
Her
Mom
fucking
Biddy.
personality is much bigger than her, like, you know, when you just look at her frame, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad we're gonna have to delete her episode.
we're not deleting shit. Bella, I love you. We're not deleting shit.
She
Yeah,
wants
it's
us
just
to
what
take it
is.
down, and I feel like I'm gonna get soft on it.
No.
No, she signed one of these NDAs.
She
so,
did
I mean,
not. She didn't. Don't even
all your
say
likeness
that.
belongs
Thank
to,
you for
the
even
JT
saying that.
podcast.
Now everybody that has previously recorded knows that they can ask us to take it down without that. Way to go, Rhami. Way to go.
Mine'll stay up.
Way to go.
So tell us about how you fucking like view the political climate and whatever you got. Where do you
Where
stand?
the fuck did that come
I would
from?
say
It's just random.
I
do we
think
care
that
about his political views?
all politics is fake. I
do you mean
like
by that?
I like see
Just starting
it just
conversation.
seems like a thing just to divide people, to be completely honest. None of these people care about any of us little people's best interest.
I
They
agree
make the
with you,
rules.
bro.
They make the rules for the people who don't have to follow the rules. They make them for
Yes,
us. So
man.
if you think that one person, I mean, look, we had a thing where if you didn't wear a mask to work, you lost your fucking job. But then you can also vote for who runs the country. So it's a joke. If you believe in one guy rules the whole United States, you might as well believe Santa Claus is coming down your chimney every year. So I don't think any of that stuff. I like joining the fights to make a fire start, and then I walk away, and it's like 500 comments later. But it's like, why invest anything? These people, like, they'll bash one person to be breaking the rules themselves, and that's both sides. So I don't think anyone. I have no horse in the race unless Kanye runs again. So
Well, would you vote for Kanye?
if he was an option, why not? I mean, I don't think the votes count anyway. So I mean, we have electoral votes. It's not really who votes for who. It's based on a system on who controls the votes at the end of the day. Because each state, depending on how big you are per capita, per population, you get so many votes in the election. So that's how it is. You guys asked. I was just saying.
No,
my
he
opinion.
asked. I would have
Yeah,
never.
I did
asked
ask, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a dumbass question. To
I got
ask
no
on
horse in the race
podcast.
though.
No, it's actually, you know, because it's such a big thing on social media. You know, you have your friends that
It's a big
post
thing on
X,
your social media.
that they post this, they post that, whatever, yada yada yada.
I think people should just go back to living their life and stop worrying about that shit. Because we can't change it. Like, one vote really doesn't matter. So they're gonna do what they want. I don't think any of that's just even a thing. I think it's just.
So you believe that there's like a power out there or authority out there that dictates?
Of course.
What?
I think that they choose who they can get away with the most with. If it's someone very likable or not likable, like in the most recent cases, they can do whatever they want.
Nobody gives a fuck about
Exactly.
politics. What we want to know and what the people want to know is if you had to pick any animal,
That's
which
sex-
animal would you have sex with?
What one do they use for cadavers to make fake vaginas? No.
Pigs.
I wouldn't have sex with an animal.
Well, you have to pick under your head. That's not obviously not an option, bro. You think we would all choose an animal instead of not an animal?
Could it be a woman identifying as an animal, I guess? Would that be a
He's
thing?
afraid. He's
Yeah, I
afraid.
don't think I'd have
What's
sex
your
with
deal
an animal.
breaker when it comes to women? Like if a woman approaches
Relationship or just like having sex?
just okay, either or. Like what are your like things that you're like, all right, I'm just not fucking with this person.
I would say, well, relationship wise, it'd be the girls' nights. It'd be girls who. I've had girls brag about their body count, which is very strange. And
No, you didn't.
That's tough.
no, I was. I had this girl.
I agree with you there.
Well, here's the
That's-
thing. So not all girls. Be like,
That's
not
tough.
all of us.
It's just nasty.
This girl was bragging about having
That's-
100 body count, and I was
That's
like,
nasty.
that is
Brandon, what's your
insane.
body count?
Yeah, Brandon.
So what's the highest number that you heard though from a chick?
100.
What?
And she said that.
Yo.
She said that she.
I
fucked-
must be old. I'm old.
She
as fuck.
said
Definitely
I'm
old.
fucking old. I
She
am.
said
I'm just
she
fucking
thought of it
old.
this way though. She goes, "I
Good
fucked
Lord.
them. They didn't fuck
100?
me." Yeah, she thinks that way. So I was like, "But when this guy's got you pretzeled, you're not in power, and he's going home. He's not thinking you use
I'm
him."
with you, guy, man.
I told her, and then she's like, "Oh, get my number. I'll go out sometime." I was like,
that's all right.
No. I mean, that's like if you guys left a sandwich here. We had 100 people.
I mean,
walk
at
in
that
here.
point, you're just-
everyone picked it up and said, "Nah." They threw it back down. The last guy's like, "Ooh, a sandwich left."
You're
Me
just
eat
a
it."
cum dumpster. Like
Yeah, if
all
100
right,
guys
yeah,
cast you up to the streets, what's so special about you that I should now invest my time with you
Facts.
or long-term time?
Facts.
She's probably really good at sex.
No, someone would
don't
have kept her around. Someone would have kept her around.
I mean, what are you looking to get out of it? You looking to have a relationship or just get your rocks off?
Well, usually if a girl's like, no one wants to be with her, but she's good in bed, there'd be the side chick who's crazy, who's always like, he doesn't ever show me out, but
That's what I'm saying.
she's always at his
probably
house
good
2
at
o'clock
sex,
in the
just,
morning.
you know, do your thing.
Nah, she has sex with a lot of people. I mean, that was 100 a summer ago, so it's probably 200 now.
Damn, or you thought you got 101 summer?
I've seen a girl like fuck at least 30, 40 one summer. I was like, Jesus. This girl that worked at one of the clubs I worked at went home with a different dude like every night.
What was her full name?
Date of birth. She lives in off Manton Ave over there in Johnston.
Hey, when you say you worked at a club, what did you do at the club?
So I worked at Whiskey View Sequel. I wasn't I wasn't like a promoter or anything. I was basically the guy that would walk around the club and pretend like I was like management, get girls' numbers, bring them to the bar. No, I'd be like that guy that you have that like is kind of like the one conversing with everyone there and be like, "Are you having a good time? Oh, let's get shots."
What is that title called?
It wasn't anything. This paid me like stupid money to do stuff like that, and I got a free bar tab. Any of my friends got free tabs when we went out.
So you weren't a promoter, but so. I've had tons of friends that were promoters for New York City clubs, whatever, yada yada.
Are you having a heart attack, bro?
What are you talking about? Like what? You didn't have a job title? Is that?
No, I was like the contact there. So if girls wanted to come there, I'd converse with them, bring them to the bar, get them shots, get them like comp drinks, have them come back. Because if you have hot girls there, guys.
So
will
your
come.
job was to just give out free shit to hot chicks, and you drank free all night.
Yes.
Why'd you quit?
Well, I mean, like 8 years is like a long time to do that.
Not that job.
No, but then it just started dying out. It got old. It gets boring. When I go out now,
closed
it's
down
boring. How does
it closed down?
Probably because they was fucking paying
View.
you to just drink for free and give out free shit.
Wasn't because there's sound ordinances, but yeah, that was a dope job. That was a very dope job.
Where was that at? What?
Right where the water fires are.
View?
Yeah, right across the street from Providence Place Mall. Mm-hmm. Like we're on the side where Cheesecake Factory is and everything. That was good though.
Jay was not really much of a upscale downtown kind of guy.
Some of the funnest days of my life, I think. Those are some good days.
That was where the very first VMS Alarms Christmas party I went to was at the View.
Probably seen you guys there.
This was a long time ago.
Back in the day, what time frame are you talking about?
This was 2010.
Probably from like 13 or 14 to like 18, 19, I think. And then the club scene kind of just died out, at least in Rhode Island. Like Boston, everyone goes up there and stuff now. But
I go
the
back
pandemic
to the prov days.
Yeah, the prov days, like people going to Coliseum. Now it's or whatever.
Coliseum, bro.
Coliseum was some fun nights back in the day.
Me and my bro used to show up at the prov, and Paulie, who owned the place.
What's the
he
prov?
He owns PJ's and also the gentleman at in Cranston.
The
cigar.
Prov, is that the name of a place?
Yeah, that was the name of the
Doesn't
club.
Barry's someone Barry related to own PJ's pub?
I think his brother.
Yeah, or his sister's boyfriend or something. I don't
But
know.
we would show up and they would just fucking right up to the front.
Yeah,
of the
walk
line.
past the whole line. That's what I do at sports because my buddy runs it, but because the line's ridiculous around the block, I'm like, I'm not waiting in this line. I just walk to the front.
Do they have VIP seating there or no?
Yeah.
Oh, so I can just go and buy a bottle and get a VIP booth?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go check this place out.
Where's that? What is it called?
But sports, yeah. Sports and leisure.
Oh, SNL.
That's all I care about now. Like if I go out, I'm like,
It's so packed though. It was.
I
so
need to
hot.
get a
It was
place where I can just
sweat
get
box.
comfortable.
Dude, it was so many people. It's so many people now. It's like a sweat box in there. But
Really?
yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
there
but
last
you
night.
know, you just pay a little extra to stay away from the peasants.
Yeah, it's true. I stay as close to the bar as I can.
You see Brandon chuckling over there, bro.
Brandon, what do you think about that?
I'm not trying to mingle with the common folk.
You out there going to the bars, or are you going to the clubs or anything?
His
like
girl
that?
listens. He doesn't go out at
I don't
all.
do clubs anymore. It's all bars now, like True, fucking.
Wait,
Like
how old are you?
I just turned 32.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I didn't think you were younger.
Yeah, we used to go to Roxy's back in the day, though.
Yep.
Coliseum a couple times.
Roxy's.
Roxy.
Try to go live in a bulletproof vest. That's all.
Yeah, I was going to Roxy's when it was 18 plus.
Right.
Yeah.
right, right.
Yup. But, alrighty, boys.
My boy
Well-
Bart was a bouncer there.
At the Rocks.
Okay.
P-Funk.
My boy owns SNL.
He owns it with what Deck and all of them or whatever.
What's his name?
Oscar.
De La Hoya.
Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. This was fun. Good jamming. It's about that time. Anything you want to add? Rhami, what's your, pull up his shit, your Instagram.
You go to my Instagram.
Rhami lives a life on Instagram. I follow him. He's like, fucking, I live bi-curiously through him.
I have a very yeah. I mean, let's go on here.
Been going for a solid 2 hours already, bro. Fucking time flies, man, when you're having fun. Holy shit. What are you doing, Brandon? Should just be logged in always. So,
The GOAT.
Go, baby.
The GOAT.
Instagram?
El
R
Jote!
H A M I. I think
El
you follow
Jote!
me.
It's bright!
Right there. I'm that
Stop
handsome
to
bald
smell
guy.
the roses.
But if you check
Smell
my
my
story, that was
balls.
last night. If you check the story, I think I have stuff.
Let's see
on
what
there.
Rhami was doing last night. Oh, he was watching this motivational speech.
That was sports last night. We were watching the fights there as well.
What are you, sitting at the bar?
Yeah.
Bum.
This girl was
Wait,
sucking
fucking
down a
Wise
pizza like
Guys?
a boss.
That
Yeah.
Wise Guys Deli
That girl
guy?
was. I said, if you suck dick like you eat pizza,
Whoa,
I'm fucking.
whoa, whoa.
Guy.
That looks actually painful. Like, wow.
Not the way she was eating. I was thoroughly impressed.
She like rolled it up like a taco and just.
I was like, the way you're eating that cheese, I mean, it
Rest
sucked
in
the
peace,
blood out of
Taylor.
me. Well, go down. There's actually videos right there where Josh was singing with DiGiorgio right there. Yeah. He comes sliding in and rips his jeans right here. Look, there's Polarity right there.
No. Is
Singing,
that me?
Where's this at? Where?
Is that's me right there?
Tavern 12 or something like that.
Tavern 12 in Warwick?
Yeah.
Damn, 20.
So he ripped his jeans when he did that. They were singing My Hero or something like that
You
by
got the world's
Enrique.
darkest video ever, bro.
Yeah, and then we had Peterson there was singing something.
Yo, that's back in the day.
That's way back, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Was
funny.
that like-
That's on there.
Oh, that's 8 years ago.
Yeah, good math.
Was that the night that we were out and that girl was trying to get with DiGiorgio's dad? Remember that?
You're trying to get
The girl that we worked with?
Yeah. Good time.
That's back when I had hair.
I think I like you better bald, to be honest with you, man. Like you better bald. And not as fat.
Yo, you did have hair.
Yeah.
Fucking back then.
You look so good now, bro.
Man, you were a handsome guy back then. What happened?
I know, right? What happened?
No
to me?
way. You look 10 times better now. bro.
Rami sins now. I mean,
Wait, hold on. How old is this versus
2015.
yeah.
7 years you lost all your shit? Come here, let me see it.
Yeah, I shave it just to shave it, but it was going away slowly.
Well, it was going away then, bro.
Yeah,
It was
and
going
that's why
away
I
then.
said it. That's why I shaved it. There's a lot of moose in that hair right
That's a
there.
good head right there.
Yeah.
Yo,
I got a perfectly round head, so I think I'm good with that.
You
So
do. You got a nice shaped head.
that was a dope party. My boy rented out the Dorrance, and we did a Great Gatsby party on Halloween. So he
hey,
showed up as Bonnie and Clyde.
Dorrance is a chill spot.
That looks fun. Oh,
There's my Middle Eastern people in Dallas. That's old pictures right there.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
We skip Ramadan.
Yeah, Ramadan, no fun. No drinking during Ramadan. You got to give something up too during Ramadan.
RHAMI
That's like Lent for fucking
ABDALLA. That's how you find them on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We love you. Anything you want to say, Jay? Doesn't matter. Bye. All right, fade us out. Play some music, Brandon.